Yo, once again, we back. This is with Just Messengers podcast. Of course, I'm Mo.
I'm Mike.
You know, it's Do Work Media Sundays. Of course, I got my dog Drew Money on the boards.
How y'all feeling?
We good, man. Good, a little 2-week break for me, 1 week for Mike. And you?
Yeah, man. I was up in D.C. last weekend. Also had technical difficulties. Sorry for all the listeners and all that. Yeah, definitely dropped my computer and blacked out screen. But it's back, up and running. We back in this thing. Big ups to y'all. How y'all living, though?
We good,
Doing
man.
Doing good.
We done smoothed out the technical issues.
Yeah, man.
Back in this bitch, man.
Yeah, happy 7th birthday to your daughter for the
Yeah,
previous
man.
week.
Big up.
Yeah, man, you know.
How was the party?
Huh, was it?
The party was the party was lit, man. The party was lit, man.
Yes, it
The
was.
party was straight, man, for a 7-year-old party. It's crazy that it's already 7 years. Like, that shit crazy.
Can't wait for the 8th.
You know, it'd be 10.
Yeah, it'll be 10, like, before you know it, like.
Can't wait for that either.
This nigga Drew. But yeah, man, the party was dope, man. The party was dope. It was a good turnout, man. You know what I'm saying? We had it at the little spot on the Fate at Vibes or whatnot. We rented it out. And, you know, it was a good turnout, man. It was all good, all love.
Yes, it was, man. Big ups to that. Big ups to the whole event was really dope, though. Honestly, for a 7-year-old to have the shit in the club setting, but like a kid setting, crazy. Like how they adapted to that whole situation.
Yeah, man.
But big up to Milo. Big ups to the Wagon City. Big ups to everybody. Big up.
Nigga said the Wagon City. Them had them wagons in there?
Oh, man.
We talked about this last episode, but big up. Can't wait for the 8th birthday.
Word, that's what's up, man. So we got some catching up we got to do. Mo, you got to get the people your review on albums that we covered. Donda, CLB, and any other album that came out that past week. So, where you want to start off first?
I'll do the album reviews. For me, start off with Donda album. I give Donda album a strong 7 out of 10. It sounds good. It's a good put together album. Me personally, I wanted more rapping from Ye. The songs that he did rap on, they was the good songs. What it was like, what 20 something songs on that album? Like what 25?
26.
26?
Mm-hmm.
I liked about half of them, but I don't think they was like. Overall, I just felt like it should have been more. Kanye should have did more rapping, like how on Life for the Party. I get why he didn't put that song on the album. I feel like he should have put it on the album, but I get why he didn't put it on there.
Yeah.
No, man. Like,
You feel like if it was condensed, it'd be better?
I feel like that about a lot of albums, bro. Like, I feel like that about a lot of albums. If they were condensed, they'd be perfect albums, damn near. Like if Donda was 13 tracks, it would have been a perfect album to me. You know what I'm saying? But I get it though. Like, I don't know, man. I guess like what people trying to counter the whole like microwave music shit that's going on right now. Like, shit drop and then it's like. We waiting on something else the next week. So people load up these albums, but it's like, I don't know, man. With artists like Kanye, Drake, like like the top tier artists, I feel they don't have to follow the trends or try to counter the trends. Like y'all make the trends. So
I don't think Kanye follows the trend though.
No, I mean like as far because a lot of albums that came out this year been like longer albums though.
Oh, you just talking about the length?
I'm just talking about the length, like the duration of the albums. Like,
so you feel like they make longer albums because people won't stick with the short ones? I don't know.
I feel like with how we so used to wanting new music every week, every month or whatnot. Like a lot of the artists, they making a longer albums to try to counter that. But when they make these longer albums, like you gotta be real careful when you make these longer albums because you can put a lot of filler on there. You can put a lot of unnecessary shit on there, and I mean to me it just seemed like the albums was too long. Like I ain't really, you know, it's a cool album. Like I'm not saying it's like a trash album. I just wanted something different from Kanye on this album. So yeah, I give that shit a 7 out of 10. With the Drake album, I give it like a 7.5 out of 10. A lot of the songs, it's like some of the songs I liked on there, like the fountains I liked. Let me pull up the track list. I listened to both of these shit like at least 3 to 4 times. Let me type these in real quick. All right, so let me go from the bottom on up. I like Remorse. I like the song with Kid Cudi. You only live twice, of course. Fountains. Knife Talk. That's about it, really. One of the really songs I really liked on there. I'm not saying the album trash, but I just feel like the album should have been more of them type of vibes. Like that Fountains track to me with Tim's on it. I like that shit. I feel like that's gonna be on a lot of runways, a lot of shit. That's gonna be on a lot of videos on Instagram.
Yeah, shout out to she had an album a little EP that came out last Friday. That was
For
pretty
real?
dope. Yeah,
Her
and Brent got a track together. That's fire.
For real? Gotta check that out. But yeah, I like those albums, man. I like those songs on the album. I feel like, overall, like for these two niggas to be beefing and shit, I think I spoke on this before, like, I don't think neither album was worth everything that we got from between these two niggas, man. Like, honestly, like, I don't got neither one as album of the year. They not bad albums, I just don't got them, like, in my favorite albums of this year. I'll just leave it at that, honestly. Like,
Got you. You had a chance to listen. Oh, you done?
Oh, no, go ahead.
You had a chance to listen to Nas X album?
Nah, I haven't. You listen to it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, we spoke on this before.
Yeah.
I mean,
he don't make bad songs.
No, at the time when we were speaking on it, it had been a long time since we heard music from him. All we was hearing about was like the antics and all that shit. But I mean, the nigga make good music. I just don't be with the extra shit. I feel like we said, I don't feel like he got to do.
He don't
the extra shit for the music that he make. You know what I'm saying? Like
if you listen to the industry,
it's just
baby
weird.
Song,
it's just weird. I don't feel like he got to do that weird.
It's forced.
Shit.
It's forced. Like if you listen to the industry baby song and you just listen to the song and never saw the video or any of the extra shit that came with the video, you would say that's a dope song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's not a bad song. It's just that where Buddy is like.
Remember when we talked about how what was the song that he had with the devil and shit like that? We talked
Montero,
about
or whatever that shit called.
Yeah, we was like, bro. Every time you would ask people about it, they're not saying what it is.
They ain't even saying they can't
we
even
just
say
talking about the video.
Yeah, like they talk about the video is like it's a disservice to him because he's not a bad artist. You know what I'm saying?
He's not a bad artist at all.
It's just I don't know, man. Like it's hard. It's hard.
I mean, watching his interviews, like I watched his Breakfast Club interview. Like he's very aware of what he's doing. I tell people that all the time. Like this is a nigga who's a Nicki stan and a troll on top of that. So it's like
he comes from the internet. Like
the way he get people riled up. Like I don't understand why he gets y'all riled up if you know that's what he does.
And it's calculated. Like he's a very calculated dude with this internet shit. Like he's a real calculated dude.
Like we be talking about like, oh, they be forcing all this. Like, bro, like he's not forcing anything. Like he's not forcing no agenda. None of that shit. Like that's just who he is. Like he knows. And every time y'all cry about it,
he go harder. He just go harder on it.
Goes harder.
Did you see what Meek Mill was saying? He was like, it's crazy how they putting all this money behind Dog and his agenda and all this other shit.
I didn't see that tweet.
It was like, hold on.
I might have seen that one. That's the one, the 50 million or something like that?
Yeah, it was like they put 50 million behind these people.
He was talking about him?
Yeah, I mean, nobody, who else could he be talking about? Like, to me, honestly, that's the only person I can see Brett talking about because Nas X is the only person that they refer to as with an agenda. You know what I'm saying? With the homosexual agenda and whatnot. But it's like I don't know, man. Like
I see it. A label will put 50 million behind a wild ass agenda. They figured out how powerful our music is, so they take control. It's kind of blatant. I can see that. They put money behind a lot of shit though.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
like,
the music. That's the music business in general.
So it's like to try to pinpoint it to just one agenda. Like they put money behind a lot of shit. Like like I saw.
I just thinking it's about entertainment at the end of the day for them and what they can,
What
whatever
they-
they
what
can,
they-
where they can get most money at.
Exactly. Like even like with the whole drill music and drill culture. Like at its core, like drill music is nothing but death and destruction. We being honest. Like even Act spoke on this and he was right. Like I don't really agree with Act, especially with how he how he used like the whole like Chicago scene like to really get on how he pinpointed it, but even he was right. Like essentially this shit is deaf music. So it's like we all hypocrites in that, for trying to make money off it, promoting it, and all this other shit. So it's like we can't really complain about other people like coming through with they shit, like whether we agree with their lifestyle or not. Like we all hypocrites in some way.
That'd be the biggest talking point with Boosie. Like when they be asking him, like, bro, we talk about violence, killing people in rap music for years.
Drugs, all kind of
shit. So, he has his own opinion on it. I don't agree with his opinion on it. But one thing he gonna do is stand on his shit. So, I mean, if he gonna stand on his views of it, that's cool. But I think it just take away from the artistry at the end of the day. Because I mean, everybody can, pretty much listen to what they want to listen to at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. Like, ain't nobody forcing you to listen to him or view. Like, I don't see him on my timeline at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I come across him, it might be because somebody might have retweeted some shit.
Right.
Other than that, bro, I don't really be paying attention.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention to his antics, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm more focused on the music.
I listen to the music when it come out just to see what it's about.
Yeah, but I'm not about to be.
I'm not that in tune with buddy
I'm not checking for what he be doing because I'm just not interested in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not interested in the extra shit.
We say this shit all the time. It's like when it come to dog, it's like, and just everything like all together, like different types of music. Like we in 2021, man. Like there's enough platforms and avenues to listen to exactly what you want to listen to without stepping on somebody else's toes or, having to go out your way to complain about there being a lack of something somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, like a lot of people complain about there not being enough female artists or whatever, but the last 3 years or whatever, there's been an influx of female artists. So it's like, what do you want to listen
Mulatto,
to?
Doja.
You still got Rhapsody. You still got Tierra Whack. You got a bunch of artists now. You know what I'm saying? So
Cardi,
it's like you got Meg. Exactly. Like so, it's like, is it that you're not doing your part as a supporter?
That girl Yeva who was on Drake's album,
exactly.
She's pretty
like,
dope. I checked her out. She's pretty dope.
So it's like, are you going out your way as an artist to make sure you support this lane that you want to hear more from? Mm-hmm. You got to ask questions like that. It's not always the machine or what you think going on or algorithm or whatever. Like sometimes you just got to do your due diligence as a supporter and find what you want to listen to because it's out there.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a fact. That's a fact. You listen to Bobby shit? I haven't listened to Bobby shit yet.
Smurder?
Yeah.
He dropped a new tape?
Isn't that the one y'all was talking about on the timeline a few weeks back?
No, that was like a little single. That
was a single? How was it?
This shit wasn't really hitting like that. Like,
it was. I don't know who the fuck produced that shit.
I don't know.
I felt like that shit was kind of rushed. I don't know.
How it's not rushed though?
It's not rushed,
Buddy been home, bro. Like I can't say it's rushed because Rowdy came home.
But that's like to put out that one single. Like I don't.
Yeah.
Like nah, nigga, that shouldn't have been the single of.
Yeah, that should have been a single. We waited that long. He should have dropped that as soon as he came home. If he was going to drop that, you know what I'm saying? Not when Rowdy came home, and he, not saying he got like a smash single out, but he ain't dropping nothing.
He got
like
a couple
that.
bangers.
He got a couple bangers out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I can't.
That Reroute hard. That shit with Came and Saw with Thug. That shit hard.
Right. See? So it's like I can't really,
I mean, he probably just been enjoying his time.
Yeah, like and that's cool. The man did 7 years. Like I ain't, He
probably ain't no rush to me.
Yeah, he ain't in no rush. I mean, but at the same time, it's like you drop something, I still gotta
You gotta be.
I still got
critic.
Yeah, I still gotta go off what you're dropping. Like, so it's like
100%
So y'all didn't like
fair.
the song.
I didn't
I
like
fuck
it.
with it. Download it on my phone. So yeah, I mean,
I don't really like that Bobby song, man. Like,
fair.
for it to be that long, like at some point, it's like, all right, bro, you could have cut this short.
Again,
Like,
I just feel like that was a of what he's been working on.
right?
It could have been better.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah,
But
that's all I'm saying.
I'm just happy the nigga's home and he's making music.
Right.
Like that's I'm a fan of the guy. So you know what I mean? Like that's
Do you think we'll get a not another hot nigga? Like, I'm not asking him for that.
nah.
Do you think we'll get something like what we used to, like as far as that energy? Because that energy wasn't even on that type of track.
I don't. It's really hard to tell. I think he's still trying to get his, like
Trying to
his
catch
feet-
back
yeah,
up to what's
yeah,
going on.
because
jail affect niggas differently. You know what I'm saying? Like,
100%.
that's why I say I'm not even gonna be too hard on bro. Like, bro might just be trying to catch up like mentally, because
to the fucking world, nigga.
Like 7 years was different. It was
Yeah,
shit was
sir.
completely different.
But that's a kid going in.
Yeah, you
coming
know what
out
I'm
a man. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga,
That's
fuck it.
crazy how his mental could probably be like that, and Rowdy's is completely different because he came out and immediately was in the
foot to
studio.
the ground. Like, you know what I'm
Like,
saying? Like,
He was out there with the hit
Oh yeah, Roddy.
immediately.
Roddy, that first day he dropped, he was in the studio.
Yeah,
you
the
know what
first
I'm saying?
day.
Like after he did his
making
shenanigans,
his rounds.
nigga done got his car. You know what I'm
got
saying?
the cheese,
Braids.
everything. Like, word.
Yeah,
like,
sir.
but see, that's what I'm saying. Is shit hit people differently. Like, so it's like, I don't know. Like, maybe.
But honestly, like I said, like Roddy went in. I mean, Bobby went in as a kid, man. Sat because of Roddy. Also, you know what I'm saying? Like extra time on top of his own shit. So for me, I think like it's one adapting to the times, adapting to the current situations of hip hop, but also just living life, your mental, all of that stuff, like you were saying. But I think again to put out this one single, like it was supposed to pop. It's not there. Like I shouldn't have to play like 4 or 5 times to be like,
Yeah,
to find
that's
to
what I'm
find a
saying.
reason.
Like,
right.
Yeah.
Not to say like it hits different when you got 212s in your car. You know what I'm saying? So shit, a lot of songs gonna be like
You listen to shit differently.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
So like I'm like, bruh, like, fuck. Like nigga, I was really hoping like this shit, like in the midst of everything that's been dropping, in the past 2 weeks, you drop this shit. It's like, nigga, don't do that again. I'm just gonna say, don't do that shit again.
Right.
Like we need a full project, at least an EP, something. You know what I mean? But like I said, Roddy been busy. Bobby, he's been living life. We see, you see the antics. You see him in people.
Man's in the gym and shit. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't really feel like music a top priority for bro right now, and that's cool. Like, I'm
fine with that.
I'm fine with that.
I'm fine
you know
with
what
that
I'm saying?
because
Like, I don't know what's even on his mind. So
The nigga went in jail as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga was on top going in as a kid. So you know what I'm saying? Like to actually say like what he was living up to those points. I'm hot boy, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not going to fault him, but I just want better.
right.
Like that's all I'm gonna say. Like I really want better because I'm a huge Bobby fan. Like it's them 7 years been crazy without this nigga, bro. Like this nigga definitely was supposed to have a whole different career path. Him,
Coming off a hot nigga computers.
I don't even think 6ix9ine would have even been a fucking factor if those niggas were out and about. Like truth be told, bro. Like them niggas had New York on smash,
Yeah, they did.
and for the young niggas,
And you still would have had Pop Smoke coming up too. So like New York probably would have been a. I mean, it's probably. I'm not saying it's like New York like in a bad state right now, but it would probably been different. It would have been completely different, probably.
Oh, them rats are congregating in the fucking parks like squirrels, nigga, in New York. shit is real in New York right now. But it's so disgusting. I can't fuck with New York. I can't even lie, y'all. But did y'all see the old girl slap the waitress off in New York? The lady asked, it was a hostess in New York who asked the lady, do you have your vaccination card? Because in certain places in New York, you got to have a vaccination card to get in. And the lady didn't, I don't know, she just slapped her the fuck off. I saw a video about this shit.
This was the hostess slapped the person,
No,
or the customer slapped the.
Slapped the hostess.
Oh,
or
wow.
Like punched her. Yeah, it's crazy right now in New York.
So we got to start showing Vax cards to
in New
eat
York,
places.
to go to the clubs, go eat. Yeah. In New York.
Y'all think it's gonna be something that spread nationwide or?
Definitely.
Are y'all with that or what? Like,
I ain't with it, but I mean, I saw it coming.
I mean, my constitutional rights, where they at? You know what I'm saying? Like,
because because this is how I look at it. Like, on one hand, it's like, all right, I feel like people they have their own choice whether they get vaccinated or not. Like, that's not my business. Whether you choose to or not, you got your own information to go off. You got facts and statistics to go off. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? What I got a problem with is like why we mandating making shit mandatory for people now. It's like you say, like is this like violating people's rights at this
100%.
point? Like, or like what's like what we
100%.
like we are we removing a choice? Because y'all told us this whole time it's supposed to be the land of the free, like all this other shit going on. Like, are we removing free choice from people here now? Like, what's going on? Like, what we doing? Like, what do you think about that shit? Like,
I mean, yeah, that's basically what it is. But I think with them being with this shit being so new and people dying at the rate that they dying at, they want to have control of it. So if they can put fear in people in terms of what they can be able to do, or just put restrictions on what they're going to do it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, a person shouldn't have to be forced to get the vaccine if they don't want to get it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is at the end of the day. Now, complaining about it, making people, all this Civil War shit about anti-vaxxers, pro-vaxxers, it's not doing nothing. You can't make a motherfucker go get it. That just be the conversation about why anti-vaxxers ain't getting it is a dead point, because unless you getting a needle and putting it in somebody's arm, then you wasting breath. Mm-hmm. That's how I look at it. It's just a waste of a conversation. People can argue about that shit all day. What are y'all gonna get out of it? You can't make somebody go get vaccinated. So then if the government is gonna, get to a point where they fed up and they're gonna put restrictions on shit, they're gonna do it. It's fucked up, but at the end of the day, ain't too much we can do about that shit. You're just gonna have to get it how you live, fit in where you can fit in at. If you know you can't go somewhere, then you might have to freak somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking in terms of everything.
No, you're right.
And I pretty much saw that shit coming, I did my own research on it before I got vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's even like that ties into like with the whole shit that was going on with Nicki Minaj on Twitter when she was talking about it, and her whole spiel about it. And my whole thing is like, with her, for her to have so much influence, like she was basically just speaking her mind on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I don't look for Nicki to be like how can I put it? Like have like give me like pro analysis on it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not expecting that from her.
But with her fan base, like, the more had an anti-vax rally in Atlanta. Like, her fans specifically.
It's unfortunate. I mean, cut you off, but it's unfortunate when shit like that happens, because you have no choice but to blame Nicki for shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm just use Kanye. If Kanye would have wore a red hat, if he wore a red hat and then out of nowhere it would have just been a rally of red hat wearing niggas, you'd have to blame Kanye for that. Especially if they was holding Kanye signs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't think so? It's kind of, sort of.
Because at the end of the day, niggas didn't do that.
Right. But niggas did it with Nicki, though.
That's what I'm saying. They grown. You think about her fan base is so widespread.
Right.
It's widespread from age to different cultural backgrounds.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So with them both being icons in their respective rights, we didn't have a whole bunch of niggas going out here with red hats on. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there's still some self-accountability at it. Like, Nicki fans just gonna ride for her more than any other fan base. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've already established themselves as whatever she say, that's what they can. Now, you did have a couple of Nicki stans who was like, oh no, like you tripping, da da da. But for the most part, it was kind of like
they was riding with her.
Yeah, it was riding based off of like she has a right to say whatever she want type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Which is true at the end of the day.
I mean, with the vaccine shit, like with her saying about her cousin, she took the he took the vaccine, his balls swelled up. That was some bullshit. Mm-hmm. That's 100% some bullshit. Like, I don't care how she tried to dress that up. I'm not believing that happened. Now, in the islands, a lot of them are against that shit.
Against
like
the vaccination?
yes, they're not big on that shit at
Okay.
all. You know what I'm saying? Like, they not for that shit. Some of them may be, but on an overall scale, the people like in the Caribbean islands,
Right.
shit, they're not with the vaccine shit. And, you know, rightfully so. Because they have their own organic methods to keep their immune system strong. Because at the end of the day, a vaccine ain't nothing but it itself. Mixed with whatever medicine they may have. All it is just a trigger to your body to like, okay, I know how to react to this shit. But with it being so new, that's why it was wiping people out the way that it was, because it was something new. They didn't know how to trigger it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean, the information is out there. You know, when you go get the vaccine, you know, they ask you those questions. Like, do you have any questions for me regarding the vaccine? Do you want any information regarding it before we go forward? And like, they ask you all those questions. So, I mean, my whole family has gotten it. I understand why most of my family has gotten it. Most of my grandparents, because, you know, they're up in age. My grandmother, she's a diabetic. So, you know, she can't really fuck around and get COVID like that. My grandfather, he don't really have too many health issues, but he's around my grandmother. You see what I'm saying? And I even think, like, in terms of, like, my mom, her too. My sisters, they got it. My nephew, he just caught COVID a few weeks back. You see what I'm saying? They don't have a vaccine for kids. You see what I'm saying? He had COVID and strep throat, matter of fact, but he's a lot better now.
Right.
But I just think in terms of the whole anti-vaccine and pro-vaccine shit, it's a dead-end argument. It's a dead-end argument. I feel like a lot of people, like, even I'll use myself as an example. Like, even when they said the second shot was supposed to be more intense. If anything, I was just more tired than anything from the second shot. But
the first shot did me worse than the second shot.
Yeah, so like the second shot, I was just more tired than anything. But as far as the other symptoms, nah, I didn't have that shit. So it might have been a point in time where I might have already done had it. You see what I'm saying? It might have been a time where I had it, but who's to say if I would have been around my grandmother or my mom, I'm asymptomatic, and I pass it to them. You see what I'm saying?
That'd be my thing, because you don't even know if you have it or not, and you might be a spreader.
You might be.
You know what I'm saying? So It's like, at the end of the day, man, y'all gonna do what y'all want to do. Just be informed in your decision. That's all I ask. Like,
Righteous. Yeah, I mean, like, I'll say this. Like, this month alone, I've had 2 homeboys who's lost their mothers.
To
Like,
COVID?
To COVID. Look at, bro. Both vaccinated. Gone. Know what I'm saying? Like, that's tough for me.
that's real tough.
That's real tough. You know what I mean? Like, these people I can call every fucking day.
Did they already have underlying health conditions? No.
No.
And that's the thing. Like, my uncle, he was healthy, and that shit took him down crazy. Just before the vaccine came out. Shit took him down crazy.
Yeah. Like, my homeboy buried his mother yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit crazy to me. Like, even with the COVID shot, and it's still going to take you out, bro. Like,
That's tough.
it's really tough for a nigga who's, like, weighing options and really trying to figure out, like, what the fuck is really going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
especially if my mom took it
come
and
on
she
now.
still passed away.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that's tough. That's real tough, bro. Like, I can't even wrap my mind around, like, what that's like. Like, the leader of your tribe. Like, you got a wife, you got children, all of that shit. Like, this is the leader. Your kids are looking for their grandmother.
I'm thinking if she took that shot, I mean, her immune system might not have been strong enough to even handle the shot if she died post it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but those are the risks that people are taking. You see what I'm saying? Like, not to say
No,
like,
but and my thing is, nobody knows their body more than
nobody.
you.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what you can handle. Like, if I know I'm sick, like, just normal, I'm at the crib chilling, I know when I'm getting a cold, or I know if I done ate some shit and my stomach like, nah, dog, you got some other shit going on.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, nobody knows your body better than you. So if you know some shit ain't right, like, you go to the hospital, you go to talk to your doctor, like, hey, something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it's funny because me and VP was having a conversation a few weeks ago, and she was telling me about him when she was having a baby, and she said, like, something just didn't feel right. And doctor's like, oh, no, that's just she's like, nah, like, this shit ain't right.
because you know your body
enough,
right.
you know, they was like, oh shit, like your blood pressure is da 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 da. Had she not like been like on top of that, shit could have went left.
Oh, 100%.
So I feel like
That's another conversation though, because a lot of females deal with that type of shit when they're pregnant too.
yeah. But like just in terms of like your homeboys are losing their mind, that is fucked up. Like I understand what Cat be going through when he be speaking on that shit. Like he lost his mom to that shit. So when he see people, how he say, make excuses for not getting it, I understand. But at the same time too, it hit him different at the same time too, dog. Y'all can't force nobody to get.
You can't
shit.
force nobody to do shit if they don't want to do it. But again, if you're going to give us an option of taking the shot and it's not going to, like, it's still that risk factor of you're still going to get COVID, you still can possibly die from this shit. What the fuck am I taking the shot for? You see what I'm saying? Like, I get it. It prevents it and does all of these things. But niggas are still dying.
Yeah,
niggas are still catching this shit.
It's not a lot of for sure selling points with the shot. And I get that.
Yeah, 100%.
I get that.
But so now, like, the only thing that the world can really do is what? Start taking your fucking benefits away. Like California. You can't get a job in California right now without having a vaccination card.
Or certain places I seen.
Nah, that's fucked up.
That's fucked up. I've seen a lot of
up.
places they saying if you already on the job, I forgot what state this is, but they gonna make it to where you either need to be vaccinated or they gonna subject you to weekly testing while you at the job.
That's fine.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But see, like, that's not a problem for me. I got my results back this morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the concert tomorrow. Because Julian Marley's coming to Charleston. Big up Julian Marley. That's Bob Marley's son. He's from the UK. Bob Marley, as everybody know, I hope they know, Bob Marley was a wild boy. He was throwing root everywhere. And, so he has a kid.
He planted them seeds
all
all over.
Yeah, sir. You know, he got a lot of churn and shit. But Julian, he's kind of like a low-key Bob Marley's son. I mean, I fuck with the nigga, but yeah, he'll be in Charleston tomorrow, so I'll be recording that.
So you gotta get vaccinated to go there.
Either have a vax card or you have to have a negative test. But the crazy thing is, Poorhouse on any other show does not require this. So that's his tour.
That's his. He put that in his.
That's his tour. But the crazy thing is, tickets didn't go, like, they announced this shit last month. Tickets didn't go on sale until, like, after Labor Day. And the only reason why was they needed to check numbers. See what I'm saying? Like, everybody was expecting numbers to shoot the fuck up, which they fucking did, because everybody comes together, niggas on boats, niggas kissing them out, all that shit. So it's like, when you think about it in the hindsight, like, this is going to become the new norm, but they're going to start taking away benefits. Like, fucking Tennessee Coast game for me next week. You know what I'm saying? Like, I called my boy, I was like, yo, like, damn. I just thought about it, like, yo, do we need a vaccination shot in order to get into this shit? Because some stadiums are now requiring you have to show a card in order to get into the game. But for Tennessee, they're only asking for a vaccination card or a negative test.
So, all right, let me ask you a question. With these NFL games, it'd be like, what, 50,000 people in them shit? 70,000? Are they checking 70,000 people for vax cards or negative tests?
They probably would.
That's a lot of fucking people.
That's a lot of people, bro. Like,
that's like the whole... I
think at the most, some of them are just requiring a mask. But then even that, I mean, they're not doing no social distance in the stadium.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
it's not how it was last year. You remember how last year they would have like
shoulder to shoulder,
but they would have like a team logo with a long ass shit. Just like in the NBA, like there would be no fans behind the players no more. They would have this big ass stanchion with a logo slapped on it.
Yeah.
NFL say no more, be right behind the bench.
100%, and that's
shit like that now. So
because when I went to Charlotte in Milwaukee game, you had to buy a certain amount of tickets in certain sections. You know what I mean? So you want to be in the lower section, you might have need to buy 5 tickets. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because they were still social distancing. You couldn't buy no, like, if you want a single ticket, nigga, you was nosebleed. You know what I'm saying? Like, but niggas down close by those banners, like Mike was talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, closer down, like, nigga, you had to buy like 4, 5 seats, 7 seats, 9 seats.
Damn.
Yeah. No, dead ass, bro. Like, but I think that was more effective as far as, like, spreading everybody out versus, like, now current day. Like, oh, you got a vaccination card? Oh, you got a negative test? All right, bet. Nigga, I don't know. Like, we don't know shit about fuck when it comes to this shit. Honestly, like, we ain't no doctors. We don't know.
It's so new.
Yeah, like we're honestly every day something different. Every day somebody's saying some wild shit, and it can either
It's just
make
like with
or
the
break
mask
you.
thing. Like, you know, they went back for saying if you vaccinated, you don't need a mask. You vaccinated, still wear your mask. I wear my shit regardless.
No,
You know what I'm
100%.
saying? Like, so at the end of the day, a lot of shit should already been implemented from the jump anyway in terms of like how we move out here. I mean, you shouldn't really be on top of people anyway when it comes to a lot of shit. People shoulder to shoulder like at concerts, like just wilding with no mask on. Like come on, man. That's just stupid.
Yeah.
Because what is it worth at the end of the day if you do catch that shit? Oh, you went to this concert and now you done got COVID because of this shit. You had a school out in California, like thousands of students got that shit.
Yeah. And as you can see, school started to go back to virtual for like a few weeks and stuff like that.
Yeah, my nephew missed school for like a week and a half because of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing. Again, it's literally out of our control. It doesn't matter how anybody wants to look at it. You can take the vaccination. You don't have to take the vaccination. It's still out of our fucking control. We cannot dictate nothing with this fucking virus. But not to steer anybody in left or right of what decision they should make. Do what's best for you. Ultimately, you got to do what's best for you. You got to do what's best for your family. But for me personally, until I have a guaranteed fucking factor of like, hey guys, I take this shot, I'm good for life, or I'm good for a few years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll wait for that. I'll wait for that shot. And if it
I would
never-
even because I'm not even with the booster shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
So
I just
my
saw-
whole thing is like, if I done take these 2 shots and on top of I've never caught COVID, I'm not getting another shot.
Thank you.
Because I'm not even a shot person, period.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? People want to die on the hill about, oh, well, you got in vaccinations to go to school or you got shots as a baby, as a child, whatever the case may be.
Fuck
Like,
outta here.
bro,
Mind your
at the end of the
business,
day,
dog.
you talking about shit that's been here for years. This is something that's new. We wasn't getting vaccinations as a child for something that just came out.
Yeah,
So that's stupid to say.
100%.
Like,
We was getting vaccinations for all type of shit that been here throughout history.
But
You know what I'm saying?
if you think about it, like when you got the flu, right?
I never
would-
had a flu shot.
Respect. But when you go to the doctor and if they say, "Oh my God, you have strep throat and the flu," they don't give you the shot to vaccinate you right then and there. Nigga, they
Right.
tell you to go home.
That's what they did for my nephew.
Yeah, they tell you to go home, figure this shit, like wing this shit out, do this, build your.
Because
like,
a lot of
drink
people are
shit,
stupid
drink a
too.
bunch of
There's no
fluids, all
cure
that
for shit like that.
No, it's
There's
not.
no cure for a flu. All they do is give you this so you can be immune to it. Like
That's
people
it.
think that a vaccine is a cure. A vaccine is not a cure. A vaccine is actually the disease itself.
100%.
They had posted
That's what
this-
it is.
I saw a tweet where this dude had posted. He was like, he went to the thrift store and he found a vaccination card from the 50s for polio.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, damn, like this crazy, like what's going on now? And people was like, you see how easy it was? Whoever had this jacket, they just went and got vaxxed back then.
Shut the fuck up.
But it's
dog.
like, bro, back then, like there was already like we didn't have the technological advances that we have now.
Man, listen,
to
you know how
deal
much
with-
people was dying from polio back
That's
then?
what I'm saying.
At a
like,
rapid fucking
That's what I'm
rate?
saying. Like we didn't have we didn't have
Yeah.
that type of medical advances that we have now. Like you know what I'm saying. Like shit was completely different back then.
That
Like,
polio shit was huge.
that shit was huge
It was
back
huge.
then. Like,
That shit was huge.
So that's why I
Yeah.
said like when people like they
that was coming off the heels of like Pellagra.
exactly
Yeah.
like that's what I'm saying. People don't really understand what they be talking about sometimes. Like when they say certain things, like polio was a major
That was
deal
a
back
major
then. You know
thing.
what I'm saying? And like you said, coming off the Pellagra shit and all that other shit, bro. Like it was like you had to go get that vaccination, bro.
100%.
You
People
would've-
was shook.
You would have
Yeah.
been twisted the fuck up off that polio shit, bro. Like
They was
literally,
twisting
like,
people's bodies up
like
for real.
Like
for
so,
real.
it's like I don't know, man. Like
But
I
I
just-
like at this point, man. Like I'll have if God bless, I don't. I haven't had no symptoms. I haven't had nothing. Like I feel like I just continue to do what the fuck I know. You know what I mean? Like I only can do what the fuck I know. I only can eat what I know. I only can take what I know. And I only can, like honestly, like secure myself best way as possible.
Right.
Staying the fuck out the way, doing the right things. Is it going to happen? If it happens, it happens. And if it happens again, it's gonna happen again. Like the flu, I know niggas who have flu several fucking times throughout their lifetime. You know what I mean? But guess what? It's going to continue to fucking happen. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say
yeah, like I know this girl who got it, and she kind of felt like she did. She didn't go to the hospital. She just stayed home and thugged that shit out, made some home remedies, this, that, and the third, and you know she was back to normal because she know whatever was going on with her, it wasn't normal. It wasn't the typical cold. It wasn't the typical flu. It was something more heightened, and she felt like that's what it was, and you know she just stayed home. And there's a lot of people who have gotten it. And, you know, they thugged it out. And they're still not going to get the shot. That's just how they viewing it. They be like, if I get it and I come out of it, I'm not going to get the shot. I'm going to just keep thugging it out. And I respect that.
Big up.
That was me at one point, though.
That's me now.
Like I had it, you know, and when I got over, I was like, you know, me being that I already had it, like I don't feel like I need the shot. But, you know, the more I think about it, like, and the manner that I caught it, like I caught it with family.
Yeah.
I caught it at a family gathering at my grandparents' house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I think about shit like that and I think about like, you know, holiday season coming back around, we about to be back together again. Like I ain't trying to be in another situation where like, you know, want us to spread it again. You know what I'm saying? Even though it can still happen like that. But I would rather be more protected at least. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
and everybody has their reasons. And, you know, like I said, when y'all decided to go get that shit, I still big up to y'all. You know what I mean? I commend y'all for that because y'all have your personal reasons of why y'all went ahead and did that shit. And anybody who does that shit, I'm like, yo, like, big up. But for me, my personal reasons, like, it's not like a long stretch of, well, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. No, nigga, I'm going to tell you straight up, like, bro, I'm cool. Until y'all can give me a guaranteed factor of something like I'm not going to catch, I'm going to be okay. You know what I mean? I only can do what the fuck I know. And I can be naive, I can be crazy. Y'all can call me what the hell up. It's fine with me. I only know what the fuck I know. You know what I mean? And how to protect myself. Wear my fucking mask.
right.
Fucking elderberry, sea moss.
Yeah, I take that every day.
Yeah, every fucking morning. You know what I mean? I take 2 shots of fucking elderberry a day. You know what I mean? You gotta respect
people's decisions, man. Like,
so, you know,
especially if they're not using like if they not this is how I gauge it, man. And I don't care how people look at it. As long as you're not using no typical like Twitter or whatever like garbage social media like talking points, and you actually like sound somewhat informed, and especially if I know you take care of yourself for the most part. I don't judge people. Like I don't judge people no matter what. But like sometimes like people are blatantly like spreading misinformation. You 100%. Know what I'm saying? So it's like
Nicki Minaj she got caught up in that shit. Fucking your cousin nuts swell up. Come on, fam. What you talking about, fam? What you talking about, man? Shit, wow.
But you know what's crazy though? Even with her saying that, it's people that's been like, well, she's right, and they're pulling up studies of people like dealing with that, and like you look at the situation and be like, did these people already have something going on with them already? Because it like the shit that I seen, it was like, oh yeah, she's right, and they pull up a report, and it'll be like 40 cases of people having genital swelling and shit like that. But I'm pretty sure if you read that article, it would have been like they already had something going on with them.
That's how I look at it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like people just gotta be more.
Because as much people in this world and vaccine that is out, it would have been a lot more cases of that.
Exactly.
Shit. Mm-hmm.
So for
not
y'all,
40-something fucking people.
Yeah,
bro.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga,
so
those are
like,
STDs.
There's 7 billion people in the world.
That's
bro.
what I'm saying, bro. Did this nigga like already have something going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the death cases for COVID, like there has been some that has went the other way, but a lot of the death cases have already been due to underlying conditions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people aren't believing the numbers. I put to you like this. The United States is not conspiring to kill people with this COVID shit, bro. Because this is a worldwide thing. You see what I'm saying? Like, it don't make sense. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying they haven't had things in history that, you know, they don't got their hands dirty with. But with this specifically here, it just wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
Because it was something so new and so rapid. Like, it was really taking people out.
Still
like,
is.
Yeah, diseases are real. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like you got people who losing their mothers,
Mm-hmm.
losing their fathers.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know this girl, she lost her father to it like a few months ago. You know what I'm saying? Like shit is real. You know what I'm
100%.
saying? Like you got people who the other thing I don't like neither is when people is on their hospital bed saying, "Oh y'all, this shit is real. You gotta take it serious," and da da da. It's like, bruh, like
It took that for you to take it serious.
it took that much for you to say that it's serious. Like, what practices were you doing before you got the shit? You know what I'm saying?
Bottle service every week. Nigga, that's the services niggas
Yeah.
really doing. Like that's like for me, like that shit is crazy.
A
But
lot of niggas not being accountable in that too.
100%.
A lot of niggas not being
Yeah.
accountable.
like
You gotta
y'all
hold
wait,
yourself
y'all do all
accountable.
the goofy shit. Y'all in the club taking pictures. Whoop. Now y'all on y'all deathbed. Goddamn. Oh, y'all gotta take COVID serious.
Yeah.
Like who was that? Jim Jones. Jim Jones was like, yo, like
I remember that.
But
Yeah.
you move around every day, bro.
come on
like,
now,
every day, like
come on.
So it's like
Come
at
on.
some point you do gotta
These
be
niggas on the
accountable,
versus stage with
Come on.
30 fucking niggas on the stage,
Come on.
dog.
Y'all got fucking Instagram celebrity niggas on this shit. Like why are y'all up here?
like TikTok stars.
Come on, bro.
Like what's going on?
Get
Y'all
your
was
ass
not
off the
around
stage.
when these music were being popping. You know, like when these music was being made. You know what I'm saying? Like, why y'all up here? That's just careless.
And it's like y'all, for what it's worth, bro. Like y'all on the back end of y'all 40s, bro. Like you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Come on
like
now.
like
Smoking backwoods.
smoking.
People
y'all
at the end of the day, people just gotta be more smart, hold themselves accountable like they would do anything else.
100%.
Like the same way y'all go and y'all get whatever surgery shots done for that other shit that y'all want for y'all body.
Hospital beds full for them BBLs.
You know what I'm saying? Do the same thing for this. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
Just acquire the same energy. Like it's interesting because just to transition to another topic. RP to Michael K. Williams. He died from some bad weed that had fentanyl in it.
Yeah, cocaine.
And
It was cocaine.
Oh, cocaine. So that also sparked another conversation about this shit that's going on with fentanyl. Like, I'm not a weed smoker, so maybe y'all can speak to it. I seen a couple of pictures of like what some good weed look like, and then some weed that that's been touched by I would
saw,
assume fentanyl. So maybe y'all could touch on that and speak on like what's really going on out here in terms of that shit.
I actually seen someone who said that they suffered, some adverse reactions from fentanyl laced weed. It was Supercharged Cam on Instagram. He do like a lot of Instagram skits and shit too. He from Atlanta. He made a post a couple days ago. He was basically saying like he had like multiple seizures. He had to go to the hospital and all this other shit to get correct, like all kind of shit, because he thought he was about to die. Like the weed was laced with fentanyl, and thank God he still had some of it, and he was able to test it, and it was like that shit was basically ridden with fentanyl. Like if he had smoked that whole sack, he would have died.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like at this point, it's like, damn, y'all put this shit on weed now, like.
But that's like, respectfully, we all know niggas in a certain age in the category in life when they start to smoke boom. Know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, to say that nigga ain't sprinkled this shit on his fucking weed.
The actual fentanyl or some shit
Just-
that he didn't know was cut with fentanyl.
Just regardless.
Okay,
Because
all right.
I don't, like, my shit, if it comes out of pack, if it comes out of whatever, like, I'm not sprinkling shit on it. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Like, but I know a certain category.
It's
as
a
we all-
certain
yeah,
group. It's a certain group of
100%.
niggas. Like yeah,
That, and big up. That's it. That's
that's how they get down. That's how they get down.
100%. But I don't like when you gonna say like, oh yeah, the weed's not grown with this shit.
No,
Nigga,
it's not.
somebody put something.
Somebody
on this
put something
shit.
on it. Yeah.
Angel dust. There's.
But you see, I wasn't even thinking like that when you said that. Maybe it could have been like on the boom type shit. But even with that, it's still people cutting the cocaine
100%.
with the fentanyl.
Yeah.
So it's like
because it's the upper. It's still gonna,
it's the upper.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know, man. Like this shit, like because somebody asked me the other day, was like, damn, like how do I know like which weed to buy. And I was like, at this point, bro, it's like,
which weed to buy? What you mean, nigga? You don't trust your plug?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, all right, I asked us, like, do you buy from like a bunch of different people? Like, have you noticed like how shit look when you buy it? Like, because I remember like a couple years ago, like even around here in the city, like amongst like the whole cookie rush, the cookie weed rush,
big cat.
It would be like a certain some of it would look like frosty. You know what I mean? Like that High Times magazine looking weed, but it's not High Times weed. And it's like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's this extra frosty shit on a cookie? If it's gonna be some cookie with that extra frost shit, it's not cookie. It's some exotic. You know what I'm saying?
The cookie rush in Charleston was so cat, bro. Like niggas call everything cookie.
Some
you know
cookie.
What I'm saying? Like
some cookie.
They got to the point where like, yo, you call cookie.
Man, just give me the weed, bro. Just give me the weed, bro. Just give me the weed.
Like, for real, don't call it. Don't give me a name. At that point, like it got to that point, like don't even give me the fucking name of like saying like this is cookie because I'm not gonna buy this shit.
Right.
Like,
so even back to the whole like how you said, like now that you bring that up, I don't know, bro. So I can't say he was getting down like that. But even then, it's like if you just buying weed, like you gotta be careful now, like 100%. With that too, because like you don't know what niggas spraying. Like I remember like when niggas used to spray like what was it? Niggas used to spray on it to make it fluff up. You remember? You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't think of the name.
You used to spray it, shake it, and put it in the freezer for a little bit. Like niggas always been playing games with this shit now.
Weed, man.
So it's like you just gotta know. You just gotta know what you're looking at for one. Like
you gotta first entrust your fucking plug.
Trust your plug, and then it's like at the same time, like you gotta actually like give a damn about what you smoking. Like you just don't buy it and then just break it down and roll it up. Like actually like look at your shit, look at your buzz. Like this if you like weed so much, you should know like to inspect the weed at least, or at least know what you looking at. Like damn, like hey, this ain't supposed to look like this. Like this look dry. Like this look you've been at it. Like we do this any other time with anything else. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know, man. Like,
but see, even like to even think like High Times magazines again. Like, if you're an advocate weed smoker, or if you know what the fuck you're purchasing, if you've been to dispensaries, if you've been to different places, understanding, nigga, when you look at it, you know what's right and what's wrong.
Like, yeah.
You know what I mean, Mike? Like that's like, of course you don't smoke, bro. So like, ideally, like when in April when I was in Denver, there was like this weed was like they literally put the shit in the glass. She had like the rubber gloves like to go inside to trim the shit off. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how fine weed can be. Like you have to take your time.
It's really tears to this shit for real. Like
especially when it comes to fucking like crystals on your shit and fucking like just how it pops.
Now shit like that, now I'm gonna cut you off, like shit like that, because it do get like that.
It does.
But shit like that, I would never buy that off the street. You know what I'm saying?
So how do y'all feel about those who say just legalize all drugs because then it'll be regulated?
I mean, Oregon's there. I mean, it's states that it's a state that's there. You know what I mean? Only on the sense of like they can't stop the shit. You can't stop a nigga who's a user. You can't stop a nigga who's going to want to do drugs and going to do drugs. The only thing you can do is your due diligence in this shit. And of course, fentanyl is something that's killing niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that shit is like it's not right.
Lethal.
That's just not right. Like
if a nigga's cutting your shit with fentanyl, your pills, any of that shit, like nigga, you're fucked, bruh. Like you're really honestly, you're gonna be fucked.
And it's to the point now where it's like niggas are pressing up fake pills, like niggas pressing up fake Percocets, and they're using fentanyl.
100%.
They're pressing up fake Vicodins. That's how Prince died.
100%.
Prince died like that, like the Prince. He bought some Vicodins from somebody, and they was pressed up with fentanyl, and he died. You know what I'm saying?
That cut method, man. They ain't using.
So what is fentanyl for anyway?
So fentanyl is like,
if it's killing people like that,
it's not, nigga. Fentanyl's in a lot of shit, but it's the dosage of what it's in. Like certain doses of it,
it just can't go with certain shit.
It can't. Or how you're using it.
And that much of it, like it's
shit. I saw a picture where it was next to a penny, and it only take but this much to be lethal.
So that means everybody and their mama shouldn't have access to this shit to know how to mix this shit down with shit, bro. Like,
so you think even making it legal is not gonna cut the problem?
No,
with the fentanyl, like if niggas out here,
nigga, you saw how much it takes to say that you're OD'd on fentanyl. You see what I'm saying? Like, it don't take that much, but again, a sprinkle. It's if it's needing fentanyl in the ingredients, it's a sprinkle, not a fucking dab. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's levels.
We talking about chemicals at the end of the day, 100%. Bro.
Like this shit is not something like you should be in taking in your body. Point blank. Period. That's how I feel about it. Like, but if niggas want to party and they want to do all this shit, big up. You know what I mean? That's on y'all. So, but like on my weed, fam, nah, we not doing that.
So like with Oregon legalizing all drugs, it's just more in terms of usage. You just can't get locked up for usage of any.
No,
drug.
You get an option. You get a. So basically, it's basically to clean the streets. Like that's the whole movement of it, because the drugs are going to be there. Niggas are shooting up heroin on the street. You know what I'm saying, in Oregon. But in order to fucking, if they catch you with the shit, you got two options. You can go to jail, or you can go get clean. They'll take you to the fucking rehab facility.
So what exactly are they legalizing?
They're legalizing basically the simple fact that you can, it's not legalizing, it's decriminalized. You know what I'm saying? Like, all drugs are decriminalized. So you get a ticket, basically. But essentially, homeless people, they don't got money to pay no fucking ticket. So instead of taking them to jail, they're going to take you to go get clean. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to clean their fucking streets up by saying, hey, you got...
So the punishment is not as dire, basically.
No, 100%. I mean, if you go to jail, you're going to get clean. If you go to fucking rehab, you're going to get clean. It's just that simple. I mean, yes, drugs are still in fucking jails and shit like that.
Not them hard drugs, though.
Nah. But, like, what niggas are on in Oregon, to think, like, yo, fam, like, in order to do this shit, niggas on hard shit. And that means heroin, crack, shit like that, bro. But again, you know,
meth, they on all
kind of shit out there. You know what I mean? Like, that's just a different level. But in order to do that shit, you gotta clean your streets somehow. And you can't you can't stop a nigga from shooting up. You can't stop a nigga from smoking crack. I mean, you can try, but think about the police. These police don't give a fuck. Like, they really don't give a fuck. So it's more so of like, how the fuck can we not give a fuck, but also give a fuck? And this is the way the fuck they're doing it in Oregon right now. You know what I mean? Fucking.
You think they progressive?
Definitely. I think it's going to be, ultimately, in the long run, I can see the bigger picture there as far as like cleaning your streets and getting shit together. But I don't think like legalizing, because niggas are traveling there to fucking go do what the fuck they want to do.
That's wild. That's wild.
That's fair.
That's wild.
And that's what I'm saying. But with that happening, decriminalizing shit, you know what I'm saying? The niggas are over here pressing their own pills and cutting that shit wherever the fuck they want. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's still always going to be that shit. But that's what I say. You just got to entrust your plug. If you're grabbing shit off the fucking street, that's on you, fam. You know better. You know better. If I go to Food Lion right now and nigga, hey, you looking for weed? No, nigga. Nah, like, I'm not doing that.
That's
like,
what I be talking about. Like, it's like, bro, like,
you know better. You know better. Like, I'm not going out of state.
Like, we talking about, yes, I don't feel like weed is a drug. You know what I'm saying? I feel like weed is a herb, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is.
That's what it is.
But at the end of the day, we know what type of lane that we in right now.
100%.
It's with drugs and shit like that. So I'm gonna hold myself accountable for anything. Like, I'm not buying that shit from nobody that I don't really know like that nor fuck with. Which is that should be like the number one rule for anybody.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I know weed enough more to where it's like I can look at some shit and be like, that ain't right. That ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So I would never take that and roll up and smoke that, because I don't even trust that. You know what I'm saying? I got a child to stay here for, like, all kind of. I can't die off no blunt, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't. Like, that's just, it don't make sense to me. Like,
it doesn't.
So if my judgment speak to me, be like, hey, that don't fuck with that. Like, I'm gonna listen to myself, because Mike said earlier, nobody know yourself like you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm listening to myself and be like, nah, that ain't right. It's thousands of more niggas with weed out here, bro. Like, I'll be cool. You know what I'm saying?
And that's how I feel about it also. But honestly, like, I don't know what Buddy had going on with the fentanyl. I don't know what the fuck he rolled up. You know what I'm saying? But
it's unfortunate, man. You know, he was a great actor. You know, he was just doing this thing on Lovecraft. So very versatile actor too.
100%.
Very versatile.
But honestly, like, if we talking truth be told, he gives me Boom vibes. I call it fucking.
Hey man, he an older dude.
He's an OG. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's, I know niggas like this nigga, bro. Like, I go around. We go around the corner right now. You see like 4 niggas that look just like this nigga. Fucking hard structure. You know what I'm saying? Hard face.
Mixing weed and coke is crazy.
It's wild. It's fucking wild, and it stinks. It fucking stinks. Like,
you'll never get the first time you smell that shit.
No.
Bro. Like,
shit no. You know when you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga was in the.
So when the report came out that it was that, you wasn't surprised?
I said boom. Immediately I said that nigga was smoking boom.
Mm-hmm.
But we all know a nigga who been smoking boom for fucking all our lives. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's niggas who smoke that shit their whole life.
mm-hmm.
And that's the thing, like, bro, like, I can't knock man for knowing what the fuck he, like, for doing what he do. You know
I don't
what mean?
judge niggas for what they do,
like,
bro. Like,
that's 100%.
certain time periods, that's what niggas come up in. Like,
It's just unfortunate, man. You know,
He
for
was
him to
just
go out
100%
like that.
like
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
It's still in the midst of his like acting career.
we
he still had a lot more to do.
we hold people in such a high regard off of what they do to our eyes, to the appeasing eye.
Mm-hmm.
We hold them like, God damn, this nigga's just fucking amazing. He's just a great person and this and this and that. But everybody battles their demons. Everybody goes through their shit. You know what I mean? What the fuck he was going through, we don't know because we don't know him on a personal level.
Mm-hmm.
But he's clearly, if you smoking boom, shit, I feel like a nigga smoking Black and Mild 2021. I'm not trying to be next to this nigga. He's
Hey, but
he's going through some shit.
Is it
I
always?
can't go through.
Is it always like a mental thing, or is it like?
I think it's both. I think it's
Sometimes like that just be that was the recreational thing, like, you know what I'm saying? Especially in niggas certain areas, certain time.
I think a lot of
periods.
drugs don't gotta be tied to mental issues. I think a lot of people just like doing shit. They just like it.
They seek a certain high.
They seek a certain high.
That's what it be.
Yeah.
That's what it be.
And that, like, when you step into, like, when you see a nigga smoking boom, you're like, bro, like, what are you trying to escape from, or what are you trying to, like,
What level you trying to get on?
Thank you.
Because for me, it has always been like this. Weed is always, that's just been it. Like,
That's
you know
cool
what I'm
with me.
saying? Like, that's cool with me. I'll hit a little drink here and there. But the weed, that's all I need. Like, I don't need to pop no pill or do nothing else or snort nothing. Like, that's always just been what I needed. So, like, I don't judge niggas for getting off I need to get off. I just don't understand it.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
understand
Like,
that either, bro.
Yeah, man.
And like how my niggas move, they move in the same manner. You know what I'm saying? And that's like I don't know niggas that smoke crack. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I don't know niggas that shoot up. I don't know niggas, and if they do, it's not aware to me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what they're battling.
Right.
I think just on an overall scale, man, people just gotta do a better job with knowing their body and what their
100%.
body can handle. You got people who probably smoke boom for 20 years. That don't mean for a person like me, which I'll never do, but I'm just use me as an example. Like, you have people like, you can have somebody like me who smoked that shit one time. I'm done. You had Len Bias, they coke one time, died. That's it on draft night. You know what I'm saying?
Anything can happen,
So
bro.
I think a
Like-
lot of people gotta really step back and like, it shouldn't take for certain things to like, you know, shout out to Styles P. Like he was talking about like, everybody knows Styles if you follow him. He's big like on health now. Like he has a juices now. Like he's always an advocate about, you know,
he got like he sells supplements and
yeah, all
and
type of stuff.
kind
And he was
shit,
talking about, I posted a clip on Twitter, and you know, he was talking about like how a lot of us young black men are on dick pills. And he was talking about is like, you know how much young African black males is on dick pills. It's like, he was like, they doing it because of the shit that you putting in your body. He was just speaking more in terms of like food and shit like that.
food, diet, all kinds of
Because
shit.
he's saying like your erection comes from blood flow. He's like, if that shit's not working how it's supposed to do, and you got to get on these pills, that's not. And I said this around 2014, 15 when I knew it was niggas in their 20s. I'm 23, 24 at the time. I knew niggas who was on Viagra at 23, 24 years old. And I used to be like, nigga, what are you doing on Viagra at 23, 24 years old. Like, why? Like Styles said in the clip, he's like, "Dog, you ever been to a bodega store lately? Rhino pills, this 5,000, da da da."
Pause. Like, honestly, like,
Word, and it's crazy, but it's a lot.
Fuck, dog?
It's an influx of niggas be 24, 25, 26 years old on these pills.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, that's alarming. It's like, bro, like, go holler at your doctor about that. You see what I'm saying? Like, because you shouldn't be I don't care. In your 20s, bro, you should
That's wild.
not be on no dick pills.
That's
like
wild.
that.
I can't even cap, bro. I can't even cap, bro. That's some wild shit right there, bro. Like, niggas on dick pills in their 20s. That's wild.
Yeah.
But that's not from, you're not working out. They're not eating correctly. Because easily, that shit, those two alone will give you the stamina that you need. You do a workout every day, nigga, you're throwing root all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, that shit.
Especially if you taking your natural maca root and all that shit.
Right. So, like, it's crazy to even
And then
think
you have
that.
some niggas who do it just cause. It's like, nigga, you don't know what type of
That's
effect that
wild.
might have on your shit when you get in your 30s and your 40s.
Nigga want to chop something
And
all
not even
day.
not even on no bullshit. Not even your 30s you should be on that shit like that. Unless you have some underlying health conditions that you done spoke to your doctor about. But it's like he said, bro, it's young, strong black men out here just on pills. And it's because of the shit that they putting in their body, because a lot of them really don't know that shit is all blood flow.
I blame their OGs. Like, that's just really where it comes down to. Like, yo, like, niggas got to be accountable. It comes from something. Your daddy or your OG. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no daddy, you got an OG. You know what I'm saying? You see your OG over here popping up.
You know what I think it is, too? It's intimidation factor with women. I think that's what in my opinion, I think that's what it is. I think a lot of them are intimidated by a woman's sex drive or wanting to perform at a certain level for this girl.
That's facts.
That's what it be.
So
that's facts.
I think
I can see that
I
for
think
sure.
that's what it is. And I think a lot of them aren't confident in themselves to either last long or perform to the standards that this woman that they really like, because they don't want to disappoint her. And that's real shit. And I think a lot of them are getting on pills because they want to perform to the level that this girl like, or they don't want to be an embarrassment to her. But it's like, my nigga, you 23, 24 years old. You got to think about your health first.
100%.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I would never, ever in my life, and I never had a problem in that area, never pop a pill.
That's crazy.
Because then a lot of them are having side effects too. I seen a tweet the other day. A dude was like, dog, I've had an erection for 12 plus hours now.
That's wild.
That's not normal.
That's not. And that's the thing. Like, you're not fucking this woman for 12 hours. So it's like, why the fuck are you even going to pop this shit? Only for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, for an hour, maybe 2 hours.
An hour at the most.
That shorty's not going 12 hours. She's not going 12 hours, bro. So why would I take a pill that's going to hold me up for fucking 12 hours? That's wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, 100 push-ups a day, bro. Get you right.
You can die from that.
You definitely can.
You can die from popping a sex pill if your heart can't handle that shit. And a lot of them is not doing research. You know how, like, when we see the Viagra commercials and they tell the people,
All
and
the
that's
side
more for
effects.
the, first of all, that's more for the older people.
Older folks, yeah.
Let's get that out the way first. Secondly, they say, consult with your doctor first. Run a heart test before you take Viagra.
I didn't mean to laugh, bro.
No, that's real shit, because
real shit.
you pop a Viagra and you can die from a heart attack.
Facts.
You can die in the pussy from a heart attack, bro. Like,
Even from a gas station pill, bruh. Niggas ain't doing research when they go get a pill from the corner store. They just going to get it so they can go ahead and get on through with this girl that they trying to impress. I think it's more of an impression thing.
With that point right there, I get what niggas be saying, like, and I'm not shaming nobody for the shot shit, but I do get what niggas saying, like, y'all put all this other shit in y'all body, but y'all gotta have all these conditions for this shot. Like, I do get that. That's a fair point to me. You know what I'm saying? So,
if you don't have no problem popping a pill that you don't know nothing about, you just know it just get your dick hard, then on the flip side, you gotta have all these explanations and
for a vaccine shot.
It's a fair point, bruh. It's a fair point because it don't make sense.
It don't.
Or like you pop perks from different niggas every week, or you
I
pop
hear that perk shit is crazy.
Different pills, or you know what I'm saying? Like you get geeked all the time, but when it comes to this shot or what's in it, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what this nigga pressed this pill up with. You don't know that.
You at the gas station, bro.
Did you ask him? Did you ask him for the list of ingredients?
You at the bodega getting that rhino, bro.
Did you ask?
That's exactly what Styles said. He said rhino pills.
Did you ask Ali what was in that black rhino when you asked him when you bought them backwoods and you got that pill? You ain't asked that man that.
Get that Magnum drink, horny goat, weed in them.
Yeah, man. Shit. At the end of the day, RP to Michael K.
Yeah, big
Y'all
up,
please
man.
be
Bless
safe
up.
out here. If you are weed smoker, all my niggas who smoke weed, continue to be safe. And in my opinion, I don't feel like you should be getting weed from a whole bunch of different people anyway. You shouldn't trust one person to get that shit from.
And it's not.
And this is even before all of this shit.
No, 100%. And this, I don't even want to hear the shit about. Oh, well, I went to another city and I had to get. No, nigga, you can take weed anywhere the fuck you want. I don't care. I think I've been out of the country. I've been out of this. Nigga, I've been everywhere. Goddamn, with weed. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear none of this shit about like, oh, I was out of the country and I bought weed from a nigga and that shit was laced. That's wild to me. That's wild to me. Because, nigga, you can fucking get a fucking cigarette box. I'm not giving the fucking game. I'm not giving. I'm not gonna
I was gonna say, wait.
I'm not giving the game.
Wait.
Yeah, wait for that Patreon drop. You know what I'm saying?
Word. Wait.
No game is free.
We doing a little too much.
I'm gonna chill out.
Yeah. So what did y'all think about the? We got a couple of verses to talk about. What did y'all think about Fat Joe Ja Rule Verzuz? I watched it on Saturday. I wasn't able to watch it on Friday. I mean Tuesday when it dropped.
It was cool. I think it was cool for both artists to showcase they hits or whatnot. Definitely for Ja Rule and his movement or whatnot, and
hella hits
and his run and
just looking at this list, man, it got ugly early. And we talking round 6.
yeah.
It was over after round 6.
Yeah, it really
I don't know
was.
what Fat Joe, and then even just looking at it, after Ja played Living It Up, it was an onslaught.
Yeah, that was it.
Because Joe started off pretty strong. I give him his credit. Like, he started off pretty strong.
I thought he was going to play that lifestyle song a little later. I knew he was going to play that early. I was like, oh.
He was out of pocket with his, with the bitches and dirty bitches and all this other shit.
Let's talk about that real quick. Then we can get to the verses. Like, all right, we know on the versus stage, especially like since we switched to the live performances and whatnot, you know how niggas talk.
They talk trash.
They gonna get their rocks off. I feel like Fat Joe was out of pocket with the comments he made about Lil Mo and Vita.
It was cringeworthy.
It was out of pocket because it's like, bro, you're at the end of the day you're going against Fat Joe, and I mean you're going against Ja Rule. And y'all cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you claim that you got love for Ashanti. You bought, Lil Mo and Ashanti Birkin bags. I don't know if that was just for the show or you really intended on doing that, but bruh, like, that shit was out of pocket, bruh. Like, you speak to these black women like that. We celebrating you and Ja Rule, songs and whatnot. We all know Ja Rule catered his songs to a lot of women. You get on there, you disrespecting these black women. You calling them dusty bitches and the way you get them, what crack house you get these bitches out of, and it's like, bruh, like, hold on, bruh. We don't even know if you really black right now for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you say you black, and I'm not even saying this because if you black it would have been cool, but bruh, like, we don't even know, like. We won't even know you really like that. Like, we just know your songs and whatnot, but it's like, bro, like, that shit just was out of pocket to me, bro. Like,
it was. I heard he had apologized after the fact the next day on his Instagram live. I didn't see the apology. If he did, then that's good. I think he was just getting caught up in the moment because he knew he was getting his ass whooped. That's how I felt. It was just like, bro, okay, now you making it personal. You see what I'm saying? Like, you
Then
taking shots
like,
at them. And Vita hadn't even came out yet.
Yeah.
At that point, Ja hadn't invite nobody out.
Exactly.
He
only brought Remy Ma out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And shout out to Remy. Remy looked good.
Then he was like, yeah, Remy rich. What about them? And I'm like, bro, like, what you doing, bro?
That was
like,
corny.
Like what you even talking
It's taken
about?
away because Remy did a great job.
Exactly. Now you making it on some other shit that got nothing to
Like
do.
she really did a great, especially when she rapped deep cover.
Yeah.
That's not an easy verse to rap, bro.
At all.
Like she did her thing, and
That's
I
a
heard
lyrical exercise.
And I heard that he just had hit her up the night before to do that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Remy. She always looks great as usual. You know, that was just a moment to embrace everybody. Like
Then
that
he
was very
with the-
distasteful.
He with the whole like don't make me call 50, and I'm like, bro, like I remember 50 was on your ass at the same time.
He didn't fuck with Fat Joe neither.
He was on your ass the same time he was on Ja Rule ass.
50 beef with everybody.
It's, now I'm just saying, like for them
Yeah.
two, for him to be
That
like,
wasn't something for him to use.
yeah, like bro, like that's not for you to use. Like that man was on your ass the same time he was on Ja Rule ass.
Ja, I will say, went about verses the best way. Outside Jada, he went about verses the best way. That's how you're supposed to do it. Because if you know he didn't come to play, anytime Joe performed a song, he was right there with his DJ, like consulting, like, hey,
Yeah.
this is what we about to do next. Da, 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 da.
This what he
And you
doing?
could tell.
Oh, this is what we're gonna do right after
And you could
that.
tell because when he dropped some shit, it was felt.
Yeah.
And anytime Joe tried to see, he tried to
tried
go
play
with the jokes.
He tried to play the Jadakiss role. Like
He tried to go with the jokes. The jokes wasn't working. Like Ja was coming with haymakers. Every time you drop some shit, he was coming with some shit that would match or be better.
yeah,
And the crowd felt it. Like, let's not get it fucked up. Like, he got some songs that the crowd still knew. Like, Joe tried to come with, oh, what's been your latest hit? Like, dog.
it don't matter. We got
I got
timeless. We got timeless shit over here.
I got timeless shit over
and
here.
And that be the thing, bruh. Like
But, you know, he said that on his phone call with Budden. He was like, at the end of the day, the records is the records.
the record is the record.
We not
bruh.
coming out here with no new songs.
Put it on me, down for you.
Living
Thug
it
Love,
up.
living it up. Living it up is an all-time classic. You know what I'm saying? Like
Holla.
that's timeless music.
I mean, he came out the gates 3 straight, like with It's Murder, Can I Get Her, and Murder Grand. He trying to be taking shots at him too. Like, oh, you on these other niggas. It's like, bro, like, I held my own on these records at the end of the day, so it don't matter.
Him, DMX, and the whole supposed to be a group for
Yeah.
one. So like we not.
He
about
was
to-
part of the 3 at that time.
Exactly. We're not about to do that. Like trying to
He was big at that time.
hit him with the holla holla. Like come on, bro. Like
After Living It Up, then he played Still Not a Play a Pun. Ja came with Down Ass Bitch. Then he played Slow Down. Ja came with Put It On Me. Don Cartagena. He came with Thug Lovin'. It's like, all I do is win. So much pain.
Like,
it
come
was
on,
like
bruh,
switch. Like, it didn't switch when he went first. You know, it ain't funny. Like, then he played Sunshine. It was like, bro, like, nah. Then he played So Excited. Then Ja played Down for You. You know what I'm saying? It just got ugly. It got ugly. It got ugly. For sure. Like, shout out to Ja for holding it down. But I kind of felt like a lot of people were saying that Fat Joe was going to get washed. But then a lot of people was like, you know, every time y'all say somebody get washed, it go complete opposite. But this was the one where
it
he really went. It really went that way.
Ross and Chains too. Ross and Chains.
Yeah. Ross and Chains. Those are about the only 2 that, you know, for the most part, everybody was like,
I'm ready for Ross.
Josh should get that Fat Joe out of.
I'm ready
get him
for
out of
Ross
here.
part 2. No cap. That nigga he got another versus hit. This nigga.
Hey, that's crazy
That
though.
shit got so ugly. So
That's crazy.
so
That man got
fast.
another versus clip though. Like, he really do. Like,
easily, bro. Like easily. Can
But,
do another one.
what's the next? Oh, JD and Puff. That's what we about to get into.
Yeah, what y'all think about that? I don't think we'll get it.
You don't think it's coming? Well, let me put it like this: if we don't get that, Puffy not getting that Dr. Dre shit because I don't think Dr. Dre doing no fucking verses, bro.
Yeah.
If Dr. Dre did an album that's supposed to be out for almost 20 years, you're not getting a sit down performance running through songs with this nigga neither. You're not getting that. That's just how I feel.
If they do a versus,
I do
Dr.
feel
Dre's
like-
not in attendance.
I do feel like Diddy is trying to duck JD because he feel like Dre is a easier matchup.
I think that too.
Because
I
on
feel
the
like
rap,
JD will get that nigga some smoke.
on the rap end,
Will give
JD
him
don't
smoke.
have as deep of bag as Diddy, but to me, it's not really gonna matter because his R&B bag is so deep. Y'all both got songs with Mariah. It just gonna, to me, it's gonna balance out the scale. Like for the rap shit, he could
Yeah.
come with the R&B shit just as hard.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so to me, being that Diddy got Biggie, you know, he got he got Mace and all that. To me, it really won't. He's still gonna come strong. I see a lot of people talking about, and it's on both sides. I just feel like the whole north-south thing. If we do get a north-south versus, like, it ain't gonna be no. As far as just outsiders like us, the outsiders judging it, it's not gonna be judged fairly.
Yeah.
And I think both regions are just gonna use that as an opportunity to get their grievances off with each region.
No doubt. No doubt.
That's what it's gonna be. Like each region is gonna get. It's gonna take their opportunity to get their shit off of each region because
I feel like it can still be judged fairly though.
No, it's gonna be subjective.
Well,
it's gonna be subjective 100% because if we get a Diddy and JD versus on both sides, it's gonna be nobody's trying to hear that shit. It's gonna be like that on both sides because
they
100%.
They both got records that rung off on both coasts though.
But it's gonna be like that. If we get JD and Diddy versus, I'm not gonna play dumb and act like the timeline because I follow niggas that's from the north, I follow niggas that's from the south. It's gonna be niggas who gonna be like, bruh, like this nigga's gonna win this shit, and there's gonna be other side like, no, this nigga's gonna win that shit. Then it's gonna be a nigga who play like, just say hypothetically speaking, JD plays Welcome to Atlanta, like niggas ain't trying to hear that shit from the north. And then if Diddy play a song, niggas from the south gonna be like, dawg, that shit don't be banging no more. Like we heard it when the T.I. and 50 shit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We saw that. Niggas was like, oh, niggas ain't trying to hear that 2003 Need for Speed type shit from 50. You see what I'm saying? And then on the other side, it was a little bit like, bro, like that trap music shit ain't knocking like how it used to. So as far as
Which
a
are
region,
both lies. Which are both lies.
that's what I'm saying. So I think it's gonna be nobody's gonna drag anybody. If any region is saying somebody's gonna watch somebody, then it's a lie because Diddy's not dragging JD, JD's not dragging Diddy. You see what I'm saying? I think it'd be a great battle, but just in terms of all the other shit that's coming around from it, because it's like the narrative about the North not embracing the South. I think a lot of y'all, and I'm gonna stand on this. I'm gonna say this on the podcast right now. I think a lot of y'all Southern niggas is holding on to that Andre 3000 shit from 95, bro. Y'all need to let it go. Because at the end of the day, bro, y'all been running this shit for about 15, 20 plus years now. And just because a few niggas in the crowd boo this nigga, that wasn't an onslaught for years after, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm going to stand on that and I'm going to own that. Like, a lot of y'all really need to let that shit go, bro. Like, niggas have embraced each other. Niggas have collaborated. Like, when Jeezy came out, Fab embraced that man 100%. Like they didn't work together. Like it was just too much within that time frame for this narrative to be about, oh, the North don't fuck with the South. Like it's niggas in the South who don't fuck with the North. That's not to say that the South overall as a whole don't fuck with North. You always gonna have a few niggas who gonna be on stand on their region 10 toes and be like, nah, we ain't fucking with this shit. On an overall scale, does it really matter? Like on an overall scale, do it really matter? And I don't feel like on an overall scale, that shit don't really matter. Because for the rap game to be in the hands of the South the way it's been for the last 15, 20 years, what is there to talk about? The South wouldn't be where they are today if all the regions didn't embrace them. So who really hating on them at the end of the day?
Right.
It's just not the South loving the South. It's everybody fucking with the South.
No doubt.
Midwest fucking with the South, West Coast fucking with the South, North fucking with the South. So I'm not in 2021. I'm not hearing the North not embracing the South shit no more. Like that shit's been dead. You know that had its time then in that moment. Since then we done had too much collaborations, too much shit done come and play for it to even be that.
Facts.
So that's my thing on that. But if we do get Diddy and JD, that'd be great for the culture. I would love to see the hits come to the table. Like. But I will say I think it is corny that Diddy was on the live like trying to say like oh play these hits now and oh you don't got enough.
I never heard a JD
like
song got a wedding like nigga,
yeah,
what are you
like
talking about? Nigga?
Like, let's get married, bro. Like you tripping like
right.
So in terms of that is some goofy shit on Diddy part. Like y'all both have. It's crazy because I was putting a playlist together that I made over the weekend for JD Diddy Verzuz, and both of y'all had songs with Mariah. Both of y'all had songs with Jagged Edge. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this thing about how he can't go toe to toe with you is bullshit. You got songs that you produced for Lil Kim. JD arguably did one of Kim's biggest songs. Not tonight.
You trying to get this man? You trying to get this man to play all the songs on Instagram Live? But
that's whack though. We nigga, passed that.
But nigga, you got your branding on every Verzuz.
Ciroc.
Your branding is on every Verzuz. Every single one. But now you don't want to break bread with this man. You want this man to do shit for free. I feel JD, bro. Sign
the paper. I wouldn't play nothing either.
Sign the papers, bro.
Like let's get it on the setting.
Sign the papers, bro.
And let's do this shit.
Then I'll sit next to your Ciroc bottles the whole night.
Yeah, but I don't think we're gonna get it. and I think it's whack. But it would be we do need the North and South verses. I just don't know who's going to be the one to come to the forefront to do it.
I think that's it right there. That would be it to me. That would be it.
I still want T.I. to go up against somebody from the North.
50 don't want 50.
Because 50 on his, 50 got a God complex. You see what I'm saying? So he definitely gonna feel like in terms of that, like he's not gonna be able. And that shit's whack because at the end of the day, T.I. he could beat that.
T.I.
nigga.
is even keel with this man, bro.
If not better.
Exactly.
I mean, his discography is not even a discussion. T.I.'s discography is better than 50.
Right.
So
but like as far as hits and songs,
yeah, they pretty much they
right there.
Yeah, they right there. But I think honestly, he could come out on top now, especially in terms of performance wise, because T.I.'s not gonna come to bullshit. Especially for all the build up, I don't feel like he's gonna come to bullshit with that verses. In particular, that one, he's not gonna come to play.
No, T.I. wanted that smoke.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
T.I. wanted that smoke, bro.
So 50 can't get up there on his Mr. Cool shit.
Yeah,
and think he about to just cruise.
Nah, nigga, you need to unlock that 03 Curtis.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Don't play nothing past 2007, nigga. Keep everything 2007 and under, bro. Don't try to come out here with no before I self-destruct shit. None of that other shit, bro. Like,
but let me ask y'all. So, JD versus Diddy. Would you consider that like kind of like Patty like versus kind of like? Would it
Patty
be more?
Who she went against?
Aretha.
Aretha? No,
no, she didn't go. She went up against Gladys Knight.
Gladys Knight, right?
All right.
Would it be more of like an appreciation versus like?
Oh, Diddy gonna talk shit.
I think all of them.
No, I'm saying
It should be.
as far as for y'all. Like for me, I would be a fan of just.
Oh yeah.
that.
I mean, that's how it is now for
That's
me.
how it is for most of them. With me, honestly,
I mean, but for the sport, I mean, I'm cool with a little,
we know Diddy
really
gonna
going
talk
to a
shit.
battle, but he
Diddy
gonna talk shit.
You know what I'm saying? Diddy gonna talk.
But
his shit.
JD's catalog is like my nigga.
It's
like,
amazing.
yeah.
That's why I'm saying niggas need to do their homework on JD, bro.
Bro, when I was putting the list together, and I even had to go back because I missed some shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's how deep his bag is. Like, this
really
nigga
is.
got
He got a
Escape.
Mariah-
He got a Mariah
era.
catalog. He got a whole Usher album. He got a whole Escape album. Like,
Not to
Bow
mention
Wow.
Bow Wow, right?
He produced the whole Emancipation of Mimi, didn't he?
The Brat first album.
Yeah, like
Funkified.
All right.
Emancipation of Me. That's what I'm saying. Y'all both got a Mariah bag.
Yeah.
So for you to tell us, man, like, he ain't on your level, bro, what you talking
that's
about?
cap. That's
You
cap.
did Honey.
You know
what I'm
better.
saying? Like, he did Mariah's arguably her best album in 05. You know what I'm
100%.
saying? So it's like at the end of the day, y'all both can get in a certain bag. It's just in the rap bag. Diddy might have that. Cool. You know what I'm saying?
we talking about overall hits on a versus though. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
wouldn't be mad if you came with a rap song and JD come with some Escape shit or some Mariah shit. That shit gonna hit. You see what I'm saying? It ain't gonna really matter at the end of the day. You see what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Like when you talking about, oh, nobody trying to hear, like niggas talking about, oh, niggas ain't trying to hear that Jump shit. It's like, bro, like he got more rap songs than Jump. You see what I'm saying? Like, and even if so, he don't even gotta play to your rules, really.
You don't gotta play to your
You see what I'm
First
saying?
off, Diddy, you can't make no rules if you ain't signed no fucking paperwork, bro.
There it is.
Like, if you ducking the smoke, you can't tell me what I can do.
100%
You know what I'm saying? You on live trying to yell out Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre don't even think about this shit.
at all.
That's
You
what
know
I'm
what I'm
saying, bro.
saying?
Like for the most part, he can hang with you on that. If Diddy play a Lil Kim song, JD can play a Lil Kim song,
Right.
and that's arguably one of her best songs.
Yeah.
Like with the Brat, Left Eye, Angie Montana, all them on. Like
All
he
them.
produced that. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like he could go toe to toe with you on a lot of shit. A lot of people saying, "Oh, he don't want that smoke." Like, y'all need to do y'all research on JD, bro.
research.
Did he
dog.
produce "Creeping in My Bed" remix too with Drew Hill?
Sleeping
It
in
was
my
Drew
bed.
Hill,
He
yeah.
did the
Sleeping in
remix.
My
I don't
bed,
like the
right.
remix, but that was a big song.
That was a big song.
It was
That
a big song.
Man, that man, bro, niggas need to do research on JD.
For real, man. Big up.
That's all I'm gonna say, bro.
Again, I'm just a fan of both of those guys. You know what I mean? Like fucking Missing You, like one of my
Right.
favorite songs from Diddy. You know what I'm saying? JD's catalog.
That was a
is-
big song.
Yeah.
That whole album was pretty good.
For real, bro. Like that was like that was around the time I got my grandfather passed. You know what I'm saying? So it was like fucking perfect song.
Right.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying?
like when I was putting a list together, right, I'll just go over the first four, like if they was to hypothetically go head to head. So like if Diddy was to play Feel So Good, JD could come with Money in the Thing. If Diddy played Trade at all, he could come with Where the Party At. You see what I'm saying? So it's like they could go toe to toe for a lot of shit.
Tit for tat.
Like, how do you even score that first? How do you even score the first 2 rounds?
Do your homework on JD.
You know what I'm saying? Dog got a bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can get
real crazy.
Yeah.
And we can, but again, in versus, you see this shit. Like, if it's not prepared correctly, you can easily fumble the win.
Bro,
I don't see JD not preparing.
I don't see it
JD
either.
does this. JD
100%.
JD organizes.
Bro, you talking
music.
about Usher first album? Then he did You Got It Bad on 8701. Then you got All the Confessions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
What
we really talking about at the end of the day?
And then you think about it, like Bow Wow's verses probably had like a lot to do with
God.
JD.
That was damn near all JD. Damn
Thank
near,
you.
Bro.
Bounce With Me, banger.
Come on.
What's the shit with Omarion? Let Me Hold You,
Let Me Hold You.
banger.
Right. Yeah, that's it.
What's my name about? Banger. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, like, he don't even got it. He could just sprinkle a little bit.
Nah, for real, JD can literally sit in the chair with his fucking leg crossed and just be like, dance my puppets.
And we're not even gonna try to act. You don't even try to play that man if he was to play a Bow Wow record. You know what I'm saying?
Play him, like,
Because at the end of the day, them shit still is hits, bro.
Hits. They've done their due diligence. What, 20 years now? Damn near. Like what, 15 years?
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
Functified is a banger.
All right. Speak
Still.
your shit.
That's still a banger.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit still go hard.
That's gonna be, that would be dope as fuck. I can't, but I'm like, again, I'm just gonna appreciate it. Like, I don't really want. Of course, it has to come down to like tit for tat, who wins each.
It's
each
strategy.
song.
I think it's more strategy with JD
Right.
and Diddy.
Yeah.
Cause whoever go first, and then they get to the 10th and they flip. It's like, bro, like, you really gonna have to. Don't come with no bullshit. You used to say like to try to counter something, bro. Like,
But no cap, they need to do this shit at like Cascade or some shit. Like,
I heard somebody say it can't be in Atlanta nor New York. They got to do
it got to be a neutral site.
Either Miami or LA. If they go to Madison Square Garden like how they've been doing,
it's gonna get ugly.
It's gonna be kind of lopsided.
It'll be biased.
It's gonna be very biased.
It'll be biased.
But I say that now without even seeing like JD can come out and take that crowd over. Like I see that shit.
Atlanta will be more neutral for both artists.
100%.
Diddy got a lot of relations in Atlanta. Like he had the Justice restaurant down there. Like he been moving.
That's why I
around.
say honestly,
I think they can hold.
I would love to see that shit in the skating ring. Like, truth be told, like honestly, like, cause all this songs, like I would love to see a nigga fucking this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas really nice on them skates and shit in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that would be a dope.
Or do it in Miami.
Miami would dope too.
Yeah. Miami would be
Because
dope.
Miami is kind of like mixed.
It's neutral.
It's
That's
That's a neutral show for East Coast. Definitely.
going to LA wouldn't make sense to me. So
Fucking come to Charleston, nigga. Let's go.
That'll be big for the city.
Shit, yeah.
Performing Arts Center or
Yeah.
Coliseum.
Nigga, outside. We gotta be outside.
Yeah,
man.
be outside.
We gotta be outside for that shit, dog. Not no fucking Brittle Bank. Not no motherfucking Riverfront.
Well, shit, them one gonna have to take it to they gonna have to take it to Mount Pleasant then.
Shit, Blackball Stadium, nigga. Fuck them.
Man, we gotta go to Riverfront if we go to Blackball, bro.
Shit, no.
No, not Riverfront. Hell
Fuck
no.
Riverfront, bro. Fuck Riverfront.
I don't think they'll be able to hold that.
Yeah, like that. I'm thinking like
It gotta be a stadium, bro.
Like a seating area. You know what I'm saying? Blackball Stadium. You still gonna get the water breeze, nice sunset, all that shit. It'd be dope. Cause they did Marley Cup out there, so I know what that shit would be like. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit would be a dope ass setting, bro. No cap. Come to Charleston. Fuck it. You start that campaign. Bring a versus to Charleston.
Swing both of them boy by Nigel's for the get them a good meal.
We going to Dave's, nigga.
Going to Dave's?
Not Nigel's, friend.
Dave's get a little shrimp basket. Shrimp.
Yes, sir. You get that
Alright.
fucking seafood platter. Yes, sir. It's gonna take 30 minutes, but you know what I'm saying?
It's worth it, though.
It's coming.
I ain't never got my food in under 30 minutes at Dave's,
No,
bro.
that ass, bro. Like you can call 30 minutes ahead of time.
And you still wait
have
30
to wait
minutes when you
another
get
30
there. Oh, we ain't cook them yet, Baba. We about to drop them now for you. Word. That's how the boy be. He's like, damn, but nigga, like, I done drove all the way from North Charleston. Like, come on,
Y'all
dog.
see the price rise in the oxtails? I know y'all big oxtail fans.
I seen it, and I seen
Buddy post that shit on his story. And Ice, them boy had post like this big price jump for oxtails, bro. This shit was insane.
Yeah, it is.
Shit went from like $18 or like $24.
Yeah, man.
$26,
That's
some
how
shit.
shit
Well,
be.
it was cheaper than 18.
It was cheap.
now.
It was cheaper than 18 for real for some oxtails.
What's going on now? I don't know if Dru can attest to this, But I feel like a lot of people now, it's like a lot of it's a lot of other people that are looking at Oxtail now as the treasure that they saw as trash. So now everybody's starting to incorporate into the ingredients now and their recipes, and they starting to cook it more now, and that's what's making the market spike up on it now. So it's like, you know, as long as my Jamaican spot don't update,
It's coming.
it's coming though.
It's coming.
It's gonna be like $22 for a
It's
large
coming.
oxtail soon.
It's coming.
It's gonna
Prepare your pockets.
Yeah,
nigga. Like it's
because
coming.
now
man.
it's like what 17, damn near 18 now for oxtail plate.
That shit crazy. That shit so good though.
That shit be busting though, bro. Like, fuck, especially
nigga.
when you catch old girl on a good day and she hits you with the extras.
All right.
Oh.
All right. All right. Speak on it now. Mike, you don't fuck with oxtails?
I think I might have had it. What does an oxtail look like?
It's like a little
round. It has a bone in the
round,
middle.
yeah.
It's a bone in the middle and then the meat
Around
around.
it,
I think
yeah.
I might have had it before,
Yeah.
but not on a full scale. I think I might have had it like as a like a sample size maybe.
All right. Now you gotta get you some
You gotta get a-
oxtail,
you gotta
rice
get
and
a
peas.
But I don't like all that extra sauce on it. I think I might have had oxtails when it was like
Just cooked regular.
just cooked regular.
You
Yeah.
don't like the gravy? Like
No, I'm not a fan of gravy at all.
at all.
No,
So
I don't
you
like
do
gravy.
like
I don't put gravy. I never put gravy on my mashed potatoes. None of that shit. I like butter on my mashed potatoes.
What about
That's about it.
biscuits and gravy?
No. I'm not a fan of gravy on nothing.
Like you talking about like the white gravy? That's cool, but
I mean, it's
everybody
sausage, sausage gravy.
Yeah, sausage gravy. Everybody sausage
Any type of
ain't
gravy.
good.
No, you don't fuck with gravy. Period.
No.
Like, so we were to go to like Vicious Biscuit right now, and they got
No.
like,
You don't like shrimp and grits gravy?
No. I don't even eat shrimp and grits.
All right.
Holy
yeah, you don't
shit.
eat
Oh
seafood.
yeah, you don't eat
Yeah.
seafood. God damn. Man.
Damn, I feel God. Damn it. God damn.
Hey, shout out to Mac, man. Mac had a tweet the other day talking about that shit, like how he a picky eater, but it's been good for his health. I'm like, bro, that's the best way to be. And I'm not shitting on y'all food selections, but y'all know me. Like, I never been a gravy mashed potatoes person, bro.
Damn,
if I have anything on my mashed potatoes, at the most is pepper and butter, bro.
Hey man,
That's
So
real
you,
shit.
you do loaded mashed potatoes though, right? Like
It depends on what's in it.
chives.
no sour cream and shit like that.
No extra.
I don't have no
cheese.
beef against. I don't have no beef against sour cream or cheese on it.
Okay.
But I wouldn't go out my way to put it on there. Like if it comes as the meal,
Right.
I'll accept it like that.
Yeah.
But you know, in terms of anything else, like grits is grits. You see what I'm saying?
You do grits. You do grits and cheese.
100%.
Real nigga.
Boy, you made me.
But I
take
like
the hat
cheese,
off
though.
just now, boy.
But damn, boy, that fucking shrimp and grits. Boy, damn, I forget you. Don't
I
fuck with
forget you don't eat
man.
seafood sometimes, but I really do be
But
forgetting.
all right,
that shit.
so like, but you do like say like fried fish and grits.
No, because I don't eat seafood.
Yeah,
You don't eat
seafood.
fish at all.
I don't eat no seafood.
Holy shit!
You don't eat no seafood,
Nigga,
bro.
I'm thinking about this catfish fucking rare bit right now.
But I don't eat no seafood, bro, at all.
Hold-
Damn, that's what they got today.
Nigga, they got it every day.
Yo, they got that every day.
No, I'm saying like, what's the? That's the. I thought.
I don't know. The
plate
blue light
today.
space. Yeah,
I'm about to
I know.
say.
Their blue light's been slapping lately, bro. No cap. Woo! Lord of mercy. That shit been slapping. Yes, sir. But damn, Mike, like it's like, low key, I kind of want to just put you on some fish. Like I know you probably not gonna fuck with it, but it's so much good fish out there, bro. Snapper. Woo!
Yeah,
Lord.
oh man, some good snappers, fire.
There you
boy.
go. You'd be like, woo.
That's probably like one of the. That's a top tier fish.
Top tier fish.
That's a top tier fish.
Fuck the cod. Nigga, it was, a lot of places, like, if you order fish, it's probably going to be flaky and it's cod. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go to Red Lobster, most of their fish going to be fucking cod. You know what I mean? You order, like, a fish basket or some shit like that, it's cod.
Is there a food that y'all don't eat?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of shit I don't eat.
Yeah. But seafood?
I eat seafood.
I
though.
can't miss
I
it,
eat
bro.
seafood.
Nigga,
What's
I
the-
got
what's
a
the
whole
type of meat you
restaurant,
don't
nigga.
eat?
Huh? You said what?
What's the type of meat you don't eat?
I've actually laid off of pork chops. I've laid off of them, bro.
See the way.
And that's no, respectfully, I second fuck
Why
with
though?
bacon.
Health reasons?
It's just, my body just doesn't process it
Oh,
like
okay,
that
okay,
anymore.
okay.
Like I mean, I grew up on it,
Yeah.
Smothered pork chops, motherfucker. I've had pork chops every fucking way, up and down, left and right. You know what I'm
Pork
saying?
chops starting to get like that to me too. But I would say like as far as like
That's a staple for my body.
like
So when we go to Houston,
Facts.
I'm gonna take you to the spot that has the absolute best pork chop. I said, fuck, like I'll fucking throw up if I have to. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
It's that good. It's like an apricot glaze on that shit. Like,
see, I'm allergic to apricot, so I can't do that.
well, you probably can get it without it.
Yeah, I
but
get it
nigga,
without
that shit
that,
is still fucking fire, bro.
But like the pork chops, like I cut back on pork chops. So I can still eat pork chops, but not like how I used to.
Right.
So it's pork chops, and I have to cut back on steaks too. Like I still eat steak, but not like how
not
I
as you used to, right?
Like Mike will tell you, like, I used to eat steak a lot. Like
Yeah.
the surf and turf days,
Yeah.
I used to fuck.
I
that
think the
shit up.
steak thing is a fear thing, man. I think that's why a lot of niggas giving that shit up.
Nah, the steak. No steak. It takes too long to get up my body. That's why I kind of fall
that
back
full
off that shit.
full feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like
That shit
for
is-
2 days, you be like, God damn, nigga,
Yeah, like-
I still full. You
Man,
know what I'm saying?
I'm about to go home and take one out the freezer right now.
Man, bro, you got a little minute for that one.
Facts.
But nah, fucking no cap, bro. Like me and Tune, to get to our size, like we got right here, like nigga, I was skinny mini, bro. No cap, nigga. We worked out,
steak.
steak and mashed potatoes, red meat,
Oh man,
roast beef, whatever, nigga.
macaroni and cheese. Oh my god,
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Like we did this shit for like every fucking night. We fucking hoop, hit the gym, came home, mashed
Spaghetti with
potatoes.
ground beef. Oh, I love that.
Nigga, I'm telling
Oh
you. bro.
yeah, of course.
Red meats, bro. Red meats and potatoes. If
Yeah,
you
that
trying
red
to,
meat-
if you
that
trying to
red
bulk
meat,
up,
though.
bro, it will do it. It would definitely do it.
So, week 1 is in the books for football, man. What y'all think so far?
It's a lot of promising acts going on right now.
A lot of parlay talk on the TL.
A lot of parlay. No, niggas in tune with the parlay talk this season. Niggas saw a lot of money getting passed
I
around.
see some
last
women
year.
dipping and dabbling in the parlays now.
A lot of women that I see doing it, they on some madman shit though.
I seen this girl. She hit big last week.
It's one chick that I follow on Instagram. Every week she got like at least she plays all the games on one ticket, and I'm like, bro, like what the fuck are you doing? Like she'll put all the games on one ticket. Like, bro, what are you just giving away the paper?
Shit, Barry
Don't say that.
played a ticket last week with his game. He won 15.
Damn. Hey.
No, actually, no. He played. No, he won 5. So he won 25 total. One ticket he played 1,000, I think, and won like 600 or something like that.
All right. See, I
Depending
probably-
on what he played,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I know
yeah.
for a lot of plays, I'm assuming you just can't do a straight up. Eagles beat the Falcons. I'll
you
win
can.
1,500.
You can do any parlay you want, bro. Anything
But
that you
playing
want.
$5, you can win 1,500
No, fuck
for
no.
a straight up
I mean,
win.
well, it has to be probably by maybe like 10 teams.
That's what I'm saying.
like
Yeah,
10
that's what I'm saying.
10
Yeah.
teams.
Because that's the
straight.
case. A bunch of people will win $1,000.
100%. But off of one
Uh-huh.
team, $5, and just say this team's gonna win $5, 5,000. No, nigga, that's
Oh,
not
that's what I.
happening.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
was
no,
saying.
nigga,
So I think
that's
he
not
had a little bit more.
He had to have way
Yeah.
probably at least
like see
6
like
teams.
today I played like the y'all playing New Orleans, right? So I played if I pull it up, man, I ain't gonna say exactly what I picked, but I pull up some of the tickets though. All right, so damn, y'all gonna make me log back in? All right, no, we good. All right, so y'all, I played like I played like certain stat lines. So I played Jameson passing yards, Sam Darnold TDs, Robbie Anderson TDs. Like you can play like certain people's stats,
Yeah.
and put it on a parlay as well. That's where a lot of niggas make money at too.
That's where it's at.
you know what I'm
Like
saying?
yeah. So like you can, and then there's also like the ones that are like the Hail Mary fucking like
yeah, like it's
shit,
certain
like-
ones that you know, like, hey, it's a
Yeah, like
it's a
Jameis
risk.
Winston's gonna rush for 50 yards, throw 2 touchdowns, and win the game. You see
But
what I'm
if
saying?
the nigga come out and have a career game, that could happen.
Or he might rush for 49 yards.
Yeah, you be hurt,
Just
like,
saying,
damn,
you be
like,
fucking
what the
hurt.
fuck?
Like,
Shit
it's-
be going down
but
like
those,
that.
but those are the ones like those like oh my god, like this, it's a miracle if those fucking happen. Those are the ones you can bet $5 and make a bunch of money on because it's honestly unrealistic, but it's possible to happen. You know
Like
what
I
I mean?
remember last season during NBA, Like I had everything I hit on one ticket. I had multiple sports. I had a tennis match.
Right.
I had a
remember
tennis
this.
match hit. I had a football game hit, and I was waiting on the Kings. I remember I watched this game live. It was the Kings and I think the Pelicans. They was in Sacramento, and this game came down to one play. Harrison Barnes game winner on a turnaround three. I'll never forget this shit. I watched this game like, man, this shit over with, man. I'm about to win this shit, bro. Buddy threw the shit. Harrison caught it. And I was like, when he caught us, oh, he about to hit this three. This nigga turned around, hit the three. And I was like, damn, and this nigga. And I look at my shit. That shit immediately ate. Cha-ching. I was like, oh, shit. But on the other hand, it'll be like on some, you need a nigga to score 27 points. He'll score 25 fucking points in the fourth quarter
And not
sit
touch the
down.
ball
And
again.
he'll either not touch the ball no more or he'll sit down. And you'll be like, damn. He'll sit down with 3 minutes left. Like it's like a LeBron or somebody. Once they sit down with 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, they're not getting back in the game. Especially if the Lakers up 20 or 18, then he's not getting back in the game. That's it over with. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like it be shit like that. Like one off will hurt your feelings, man. Or it can make your day.
But after week one, you know, there's no need of panic, I feel like, for a lot of teams, except for the Colts. Because
What did you think about that week one performance?
Carson Wentz I ain't going to lie, bro. Like, they try to put it on the offensive line.
Is Wentz? Y'all getting
Shit,
no
Ralph said that he played pretty good. He said
Again,
the O-line really had some problems.
I mean, it is low-key kind of like, I mean, Anthony Costanzo retired. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was like a huge veteran that we lost. But still, ultimately, the quarterback has to get rid of the fucking ball. We've seen this shit with Peyton. We've seen it with Andrew Luck. We've seen this fucking shit. If you don't release the motherfucking ball, you're not going to get the results that you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
We lost the game to Seattle. Not to say, like, of course, you know, fucking, like I said, safeties, cornerbacks was my fucking biggest concern. Week one, it showed me the same shit that I was worried about. Corners and safeties, which we've been fucking practice squad, releasing players, picking up players, safeties, corners, all week long. Every time I look on an alert, it's been somebody released and somebody picked up. Xavier Rose, he's still hurt. Kenny Moore got to do more. Like, it's a lot that comes down to my team. Like, but we got fucking LA today, man. Like, I don't fucking Jalen Ramsey about to fucking.
Thinks Ramsey might get physical on y'all?
I don't know, man. Like, fucking Sam Donald, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like offensive line has to show up today. In order for anything to happen, offensive line definitely has to show up against that defense. Yeah, sir. And if it doesn't happen, it's going to be a long day.
Y'all got old boy back after he tore his Achilles in January.
Mm-hmm.
I just read that.
Talking about,
how does that work? Because on the flip side, I see niggas tear Achilles and be out this sport for a year. This man back in under 10 months.
talking about Paris Campbell?
Yeah. How the fuck do that work, bro?
I don't know, cause shit, I seen Tune tore his Achilles,
Right.
and that was on like a step back draw, like a quarterback play. The nigga he came back and was like just like non-contact, no nothing, bro. I don't know, honestly. Like, I think honestly it's just really doctors, like really, like they got the money, they got the sports sports therapists and shit like that, like that really can really nurse you back to health.
Like, we seen KD take his shit, right?
But he did that shit doing all them goofy ass dance moves and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he warmed that Achilles to fucking pop.
But he been done it before that one play where he just was out. Like, he was about to. If he was healthy, he probably just put up like 50 that game, bro.
Dead ass, though. Dead ass.
But what I'm saying is, like, we seen KD take his. He was out for a year. Like, he just went ahead and be like, hey, I'm going to take a whole season off. You know what I'm saying? Could he have took that whole season off? I don't know, because I'm not KD.
Yeah.
But it's crazy, like, when I see, like, people with them injuries and they just be back like that quick. Like, bro, like, I be seeing other niggas tear and they be gone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Clay, gone. Like, you know what I'm saying?
2 years.
So it's like,
and I think it's just your body, honestly, truth be told. Like, it's just how your body heals and how you recover from it, you know? Some people can recover faster. Some people need the longevity for the process to really, you know, fully heal. I mean, shit, I was on a partial towards ACL for fucking months, nigga, till I fully tore my shit, and I'm still out here thugging. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's body's different. You know what I mean? It just really kind of depends on also your fucking pain tolerance, really.
Yeah.
I mean, that nigga probably feels a lot of that shit, you know? But he's still out there. He got a ball. You got to feed your family, you know? I don't know. Like, I'm not hitting the football field ever again, probably. Like,
You done? No more flag?
I'm done. I'm done. I'm my cleats are up. Like, nigga, I'm done. Like, I'm done. Like, I'll do shoot arounds and shit like that, but other than that, I'm done. Like, injuries, honestly, like, it just takes the biggest toll on your body of not being able to do what the fuck you need to do for yourself. You know what I mean? But I can't even cap, bro. Like, Sam Donald did his thing week 1. I was actually kind of like I had to bet on Carolina. I was like, yo, like, you're playing the fucking Jets week 1, bro. Like, Sam Donald wanted his revenge. So it was a good week 1 for me. Like, as far as parlays, fantasy, not so much. But how you feel about your squad, bro? No Cam. You got the Pilgrim at quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, I thought we played all right last week. It was two young quarterbacks going against each other. The Dolphins always play us tough. I expected that.
I did too.
So I really,
because if anything, Dolphins are going to get their wins, but when it comes to motherfucking New England, it's a different beast. Like, they really ball the fuck out when it comes to playing against y'all niggas, dog. Like, for real. Who y'all got this week or today?
hold on, man. I've been just looking at that shit. We got the Jets.
Okay. Oh, okay. Jets back to 0-2. Okay.
Yeah, they got us. They got the Jets +6, so I think we should win that.
You saying the Jets are going to win? Well, they're giving the Jets a touchdown.
They're giving the Jets a touchdown.
Mike, who y'all got?
Saints.
What's the spread on that?
New Orleans by 3.
I don't know. I'll stay away from that game. I would stay away from that one.
What, New Orleans and Carolina? I played the props. I ain't played it straight up.
Okay.
I played the props.
Okay. I would stay away from that game. Just because on the strength, like, you don't know, Jameis can be Jameis, or he can be fucking Jameis last week. You know what I mean? Against Green Bay. Boy, that shit got ugly.
Even if Jameis is Jameis, he's still putting up them yards, though.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. But +3, you're giving Carolina a field goal. How you feel about it, Mike?
I think we should be able to win this game. They got some significant starters that's out. We have to take advantage. There shouldn't be no excuses why we don't win this game.
How you feel about your
we've been
defense,
losing
though?
to these niggas, man. We got to break that schneid, man.
Yeah.
Defense looks good, man. We're young, so that's a plus. But they're playing really good.
Yeah.
I like the defensive line play. My only concern really is just the offense consistency in the red zone. And Christian McCaffrey's usage is a little higher than what I like it to be. But other than that, those are my main concerns. I got my eye on red zone and Sam Darnold really this year.
Gotcha.
Other than that, the defense, I mean, the secondary it's a lot better than what I expected to be. J.C. Horn, he's a rookie, but he's a number 1, so he's going to have his growing pains. I'm not worried about that. He had a touchdown that was scored on him last week, but he was on it. It was just a better pass. Dante Jackson looking like he's a captain, so he got to be on his shit this year.
Yeah.
But defense overall, I like it. Shaq Thompson, he switched his number to 7, so he showed out week 1.
Single numbers.
He showed out. Jermaine Carter went to number 4, which was shocking to me. He was number 4 with Shaq, so all our linebackers is single digits. So,
Okay.
And they played very well last week. I like what I saw. I don't have too much concerns about the defense this year. As long as we be able to score points is how we're capable of, there's no reason why we shouldn't be averaging 25 plus points a game, man.
Yeah. It's so crazy to see how, like, the process that you had to go through to switch your number to a single digit number. You know what
They
I'm
did
saying?
it right before the game.
So like they were saying, like basically you have to buy out your jerseys in order to switch your number.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah. So in order like the bigger the person, I feel like the more jerseys. You know what I mean? Like that they producing. But in order to switch that shit, like you had to pay the NFL to cash out the rest of your lasting jerseys in order to switch your number, because that's the only way that they can start processing it. You know, because they make a certain amount of jerseys per person per year. In order to switch that shit, it was like, yo, you had to fucking buy out your jerseys. And that was crazy. Like, fucking Jalen Ramsey, he's 5 now. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, yo, like, NFL players are paying like a couple $100,000. Some of them, you know, like, the bigger the ones you are, the more jerseys that, you of course, you know, they're going to produce and shit. But, like, that's crazy. That's still, like, why I have to if I want to switch my number, why can't I just switch my number?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you got.
I see they were already been getting on Patrick Peterson as from last week when Jamar Chase. They've been like Jamar Chase been saucing him up.
That wasn't him. He scored a touchdown on though, right?
No, they been just saying like some of the routes that he ran on him, he was losing them. And he was like, Pat, you changed your number. You can't be doing all that.
Yeah, bro. Like he's 7 now, right?
Yeah. And he won the Vikings now.
Yeah, I think he scored that touchdown on 21, but I didn't see the other ones. And I believe it. I've seen how Patrick has been looking over his team.
Couple of last years. He's on.
They used to be on Patrick Peterson ass, dog.
Crabtree used to do that man so dirty, bro.
And shout out to him.
Then DK Metcalf was last year. Some of them routes, and it was misthrows too. That's like shout out to Jalen Ramsey, right? Jalen Ramsey had an interview. And he was talking about Amari Cooper. He was like, if y'all look at the stats of that game, he had 1 catch for 4 yards. But he tore me up that game as far as getting off the line, his route running. A lot of people don't see that shit.
Keeping it real.
So I got a lot of respect for Amari Cooper, like, in terms of college and the pros. But, like, he really made me, like, look at that game, evaluate that game tape different. Like, even though he had 1 catch for 4 yards, like, just the way he was coming off the line, his route running, like, he got the best of me that day. But the stat sheet won't show that. See, that's why I be looking at a lot of niggas like, I don't even think DK Metcalf had a big game, but like some of the routes that he was getting off on Patrick Peterson was like, oh my God. Like
you gotta appreciate that shit. Like granted, like that's the thing, like that's why I could never play wide receiver. Like I play wide receiver, but I'd be so shitting. Like I had to do all this running nonstop. Nigga, throw me the fucking ball, bro. Yeah, I done cooked this nigga, and I'm open.
You gotta use them feet.
Come
man.
on now. The offensive line ain't looking my way though. I mean, offensive line ain't holding the fucking run. My quarterback running. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, come on. Like, but to be cooked every fucking play, only to get 4 yards, and you know this nigga cooking you, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, hey, can't be mad at that shit though. But I ain't gonna lie, Amari said he's the best receiver in the game.
he did say that?
Mm-hmm. He said he's gonna prove it this year.
We'll see. I
We
don't
shall
believe
see.
it though.
I don't believe it either. It's a lot of good. It's a lot of
We got a
good.
long season ahead of us, man. So
That's what I'm saying. We got a long season, and there's a
7
lot of niggas who gunning for that shit.
17 games.
So we'll definitely see, man. Rams look good out the gates. Matthew Stafford looks happy.
Very happy.
Never seen Matthew Stafford happy.
Very happy.
Not like that.
All I'm gonna say is that's what they wanted. I wish them the best.
Yeah. Very true.
Definitely see.
Fucking Detroit didn't look like shit though. Like
They tried to come back late.
yeah.
That was due to golf.
Yeah.
So.
But golf, I mean, I think it's still going to be a chemistry thing for them. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
what the
for
fuck
sure.
is going on with Aaron Rodgers though? Because he fucked my fantasy. I got him in 3 leagues.
I think he
nigga.
throws for 4 or 5 touchdowns a day.
I feel that same. But I got
Like he's had those games. I've seen those games before from him. I've seen those games. They just get to a point where he just throwing shit up when it doesn't get out of hand, and people trying to say he trying to sabotage old boy, but I don't believe that shit, man.
fuck out of here, dog. Yeah, I saw. Well, I listened to the interview.
He's still A-Rod.
Jamaica Finley got on with one of the ESPNs and shit. He was like, "Yeah, you can tell Aaron Rodgers hasn't been putting in the work. He doesn't really care. You can look at his face and look at his hair and
Off a 47 and 5 touchdown season.
all right." Jamaica Finley saying this crazy
Nigga
shit,
jokey,
dog. Like,
man.
God damn, bro.
That's wild.
Y'all tear like Jamaica.
This nigga off an MVP season, dog. What is he
That's
talking
wild.
about?
Jamaica.
That's wild. That's wild.
What we talking about here,
That's
bro?
wild.
Because
That's
your
wild.
career was very short, but it was very good because AR was giving you love, bro.
That's wild.
Come on now.
That's wild.
Come on now.
It'd be a lot of hot takes with Aaron Rodgers, bro. I take that motherfucker right now. What you want? I take him, bro.
One of my leagues, I caught this nigga 9th round, bro. Like, why is AR still out here, bro? Fuck it.
That disrespectful.
Very disrespectful. It's still AR, bro. Like,
That he's a madman, bro.
Yeah, man.
And if this is last year there, then
Fuck
hey, I think I can see him in Las Vegas. John
John
Gruden do
Gruden.
anything he can to get that motherfucker
Dog,
there,
Derek Carr
bro.
said he want to be a Raider for life, man.
he, on the bench.
Like he's a quarterback fiend.
Well, they got Mariota there, too, innit?
Mariota hurt.
Yeah, but
He
they'll
He always
last-
fucking
get
hurt.
he ain't fuck with Aaron Rodgers. So
But I ain't gonna lie, I'm not mad about how Tennessee looked week 1.
They lost on it.
Yes, they
they
did.
got their ass cut.
Yes, they did.
Kyler Murray was
Yes, he
Fucking
Dog,
him up.
that nigga.
that rainbow pass he had to Christian Kirk. That shit literally landed perfectly.
He might-
like in,
He
in
might be
his
my
fucking
favorite
basket, bro.
quarterback to watch.
No, he is my favorite quarterback to watch.
Honestly, like
I'm Team Kyler Murray. Mike knows.
big up, big up, big up. Because like I feel like he was like the early Russell. You know what I mean? Russell scrambling for his fucking life every fucking play. Scramble out the box. He out. You know what I'm saying? Like, but Kyler, man, that nigga was fucking crossing the D line. Just be
The thing about Kyler, like he a little nigga, so like he do like little witty shit. Like he'll come up to a nigga and then like shuffle
like
bro, like this little nigga here, bro,
that shit.
like
And like the hezzy, like that.
yeah,
shit,
like he
it
be heavy,
stunting
yeah,
them
like
niggas,
it's like
bruh.
nah, like this nigga like. The little nigga look like Tom and Jerry.
For
and
real,
shit. Like,
dog. That little
be
nigga
getting
be
on through,
cooking
bro,
them
like-
boys, bro. He really be cooking them boys. But it's fun to watch them boys. I was reading up on after week 1 for the Cardinals, they were saying like AJ Green got to fucking step it up because everybody ate but him.
I mean, he'll get his.
He'll get his. He gonna get his.
He'll get his regardless.
That was a lot of TDs for him not to have one though. But
I mean, but that's one game.
that's one game. But I think he'll get his.
I mean,
That division is loaded.
it is, but that team is loaded with fucking talent.
You got the Cardinals, 49ers, Rams, Seahawks.
Yeah.
The Seahawks I have not because of their defenses. Like, I don't believe in their defense, but I think the Rams come out of it with the Cardinals being a close second. But they might be the first team
You don't
ever to
believe in
have.
Seattle's defense?
No way. Defense is ass.
I can't say that they beat us. So clearly they did something. I don't know.
Jared Goff went up there fresh off thumb surgery and
Yeah, that's true.
did what he was supposed to do in a playoff
That's true.
game. So,
That's true.
In a playoff game.
so I
That's true.
mean, at the end of the day, I look at it like they might be the first team in history to have all 4 teams go to the playoffs, especially with the expansion of the playoff. They might have all 4 teams.
The
Make the
49ers
fucking
damn
playoffs.
looked good last week.
They damn sure did.
Yeah.
I mean, they took their feet off the pedal,
Yeah.
being up 41 to 3 or whatever, 41 to 13 or something. But they do look good. But my boy said, Super Bowl is the expectation for him because they roster is loaded.
It
So
is.
so he said, dog, anything short of a Super Bowl is a disappointment.
Fair.
He's saying they should go at least 13-4.
After week 1 performance, I can believe that. If they keep it up. I mean, I don't know. You never know with what's it, Garoppolo?
Trey Lance got a cut. Well, he had a touchdown pass.
Big ups to
I
him.
think they'll implement the 2 QB thing. They play the Niners. I mean, they play the Eagles today.
Yeah.
I
So
see.
that'd be a big game.
Who I saw do that?
They cut the Falcons' ass.
Matty Ice last year.
I don't
last
think he
year
really the
in the league or
problem,
last
though.
year in Atlanta?
I really don't think he the problem, though, man. And I used to get this nigga hell, bro. Mo, no, I used to kill that motherfucker. I hated Matt Ryan, but over the last couple years, he hasn't been a problem, really.
I mean, Julio's gone, nigga. The fuck was.
It's how you something. They O line is
The
terrible.
goal line is terrible.
No, that's facts. but that's the thing. Like the pay your,
They can't even establish a run game.
but it's the core. You know what I'm saying? Like for a person to block for a person, it takes love. It takes dedication. Like as you see quarterbacks buying their offensive linemen like gifts and doing all these shit like that. Not to say like that's going to make them block for him any better, but it has to be some kind of core there. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
this is what 3 years in a row we're looking at this offensive line. Like God damn, what the fuck are they going to block for this nigga? He ain't no young nigga no more. Matty Ice he's like one hard hit away from being out.
Yeah,
like,
he on the back end.
Dead ass. So if you're focusing on protecting your quarterback, making sure your quarterback good, it starts from the offensive line. And if your offensive line don't fuck with you, it might be your time to walk. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it. We've seen it in a lot of places. But Baltimore upset me. I can't even lie, bro. I don't know what the fuck Lamar Jackson had going on in that overtime, bro. Like, that shit. The nigga just be running for his life, bro.
He trying to win the game by himself, man.
He be running for his life.
Yeah, and that too. Like, nigga running for his life. Everybody hurt on that team.
Facts. That's crazy.
So it's like, I mean, he might be feeling like he by himself, low key.
I mean, you got what? Antonio Brown cousin there. He's nice, bro.
Who, Marquise?
Mm-hmm. He's nice.
I mean, all right.
But the running game's trash.
Yeah,
like,
but
everybody hurt.
He don't got no time to pass to the
Yeah,
nigga. Like, you
right.
know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. That's where you got to come from, no quick slants, bro. Get open, nigga.
hey.
Yeah. So we got anything else before we get up out of here?
Nah, that's it, man.
That's
Big up
about
to
it.
everybody, man. You know, big up, big up, big up.
Yeah, man. Y'all be safe out here as usual. Always be safe, man.
Oh, I do want to say, hey Mo, that video you post of that nigga dog was the funniest shit of the fucking
I be fucking
week,
that
man.
thing raw.
Every fucking night, my nigga.
Hey, just buy her a crab bag.
I don't buy a crab bag and all the night, dog. You running out, my nigga. Running in, running out. I don't buy him a crab bag and all the night. If y'all fuck with me, get y'all bottles, my nigga.
Cheers, nigga.
Take a motherfucking shot with me, my
Take a
nigga.
shot with me, bro.
I love Charleston. I love this place.
I love this motherfucking city, bro. I swear to God, bro. Like,
I was talking to somebody that was like, she was like, yeah, I saw that video you post. She was like, you know, when I talk to you, your accent like that, but it's not as deep as that. And I was like, all right, so imagine that, but damn it, everybody that talking, everybody talking like. She was like, damn, everybody talking that, like that shit, that would be fun as hell to come around there. Like, I was like, you'll see, man.
but ain't nothing funnier than a drunk Geechee nigga, bro. I swear to God, bro. Like, that
like,
nigga,
that's it right there. Like,
he put a dent in that Espolon bottle.
Oh, that shit was damn near done. You can tell he was drinking that the whole time she been at work. See, he was drinking the whole time she been at work. When she got home, he let her ass have it.
No, dead ass. But that's love, man. I was like, oh, but big up, man. And they got that pie chicken coming in daily, bro.
Daily. But you know what's crazy, though? If anybody else would see that not from Charleston, they'd be like, damn, what's wrong with this nigga? But, like...
That's how they talk.
Like, I know that he don't mean no harm. Like, he just...
And I, like, Shorty was like, oh, he's being
normal.
disrespectful.
Nah, he not
I'm like,
being-
what?
Yeah, that's
I said,
normal.
First of all, he's showing his shorty and saying he's fucking this woman raw. How is that disrespectful?
It's unconventional.
Yeah.
But it's I don't... Me from...
Right, he was showing love.
Me from
Thank you, Mike.
Showing love, bro.
Us being from here, like us growing up and being
showing
from
love.
here,
That's how them niggas show love.
That's love and gratitude. Like, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, so it's
Big
like,
up that nigga, man.
The
That's
way
why-
he's saying, like niggas been talking like I've been out here a very long time now. Like that's how niggas show love. Like, but niggas say I'm fucking that thing raw. He love that like,
every
he love that
fucking
thing.
night, my nigga.
Every fucking night, my nigga.
Oh yeah, I buy my crab back and all that. I fuck with her. Like, I make sure
They love their crabs.
I
now.
make sure her crab levels is never low.
My-
I see the love. I saw the love.
I still got the Popeye's apron on, bro.
Yeah, she
fresh
was
off
ready.
the
Fresh off the clock.
plantation,
Yeah.
bro. Yes, sir. Big up,
Part
man.
2 of that video had me crying, laughing too, though. Brother, well, see, she run down the hallway. Brother, like, it's the same. One y'all think high class from Popeyes. I be raw dog every fucking night, my nigga. Dog, dumb and dog. Shout out to bro, man. Shout out to Opener
big
Boy,
up, man.
honestly,
Shout out to
dog.
For real, though, man.
That shit went gold on Facebook, bro. Like, that shit went gold.
I can imagine, man. I can only
That shit had
imagine.
like 100,000 views.
Big
I
up.
was like, damn, this shit going crazy.
Yeah, that shit was funny and shit. I've been crying, laughing.
Look who trying to make me get off my live, y'all.
Like, yo, these shorty be complaining about being on a nigga fucking Instagram, Snapchat, shit like that.
My dog showing them like, hey.
Fresh off of work now. Still smelling like them chicken and biscuit now.
Dale had me crying because he had old boy on his live last week.
Oh,
I guess
he had
been at-
JT?
I guess he been at
Yeah,
De
Posh.
Lose.
Yeah.
He was like, what the fuck going on, you stupid pussy ass bitch? And he said, that's the type of time we on? Dog had say that shit. That nigga is hilarious,
That
bro.
nigga JT talking about the little skinny little nigga.
Yeah.
Y'all had see the thread I had, the thread that I didn't make, the quotes that was in the tweet that I made.
Which one?
The one about if you say
you
Charleston
say
three
Charleston
times in the mirror.
Oh,
They
no,
been
I'm not on
loading
that
nigga
shit
up with
been
JT
gold,
videos,
bruh.
dog.
JT, Peanut
Man, see, y'all
Man.
be making me want to get back on that shit,
Who else they had on there? They had
Junior G.
Junior G. Yeah, but JT and the Peanut Man was probably the most popular one.
Man, this nigga had a video. He was like, why I been washing the bitch off and I fuck around and stick the rag up her pussy. I did not know that burned y'all pussy. I did not know that burned y'all pussy.
All that lying.
How? What is this?
Pick a side, bitch.
Pick a side.
Do we go to my page? Show it, and then
Get off my page. Get off my page.
pick a side, bitch.
No. That nigga crazy.
That nigga funny as a bitch, bro. That nigga was in City Trends like, this bitch with this lift up ass rig. Bitch, I'll push you with my strong arm. Yes, my strong arm. I will push you with my strong arm. I said, bro, this nigga crazy, bro. Talking to somebody granny or auntie.
That's
What?
crazy though.
Joking,
That's
man.
crazy. I ain't gonna lie now. If I had logged on that, see that my auntie, bro, I would have had to link up with
No
dog.
cap.
Like, hey, chill
I
out,
would've
bro.
catch, bro.
Like,
No cap,
delete
bro.
that shit right now, man.
Hey, but big up, man. Big up that nigga, man. Big
Yeah,
up to the whole city,
shout
man.
Shout out to the city, man.
Other than that, man, I'm good, man. Y'all say y'all good, bro?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I
Alright,
just want to say
so-
bless up to everybody, you know. Y'all take
Big
it
ups,
easy.
bless ups.
Big up, bless up. Yes, sir. More
Hey,
life.
when you comment this in there, I've been tripping. Like, I can hear this nigga saying that shit, bro. Big ups.
Big up. Yeah, man.
Well, like we say every week, man. You hear anything on the show that gets you in your feelings or you feel some type of way, always remember,
We just some messages.
we out.